All right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If my calculations are correct, I have officially started a stream and knock on wood, there is video, there is audio, and I am not muted because I do have a tendency to start these streams and ramble about being muted before someone in the chat messaged me about it. But testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Test, test, mic check, you guys. How are the audio levels? Hopefully we're not peaking up in this shit. Hopefully the audio is indeed matching the video. Yep, that light on your face is crazy. Yeah, that's the thing about not streaming for a while. I have to go back and adjust my lighting settings to make sure it's not as crazy. I did what I could for right now because this was sort of like a impromptu, spontaneous stream. Even though I had a whole week to prepare, but I digress. I just wanted to we just turn on the camera right now. I decided to do this in the span of 20 minutes, you guys. So bear with me for the course of this stream. Give me about a week to make sure that the video levels are good. Bro got that fresh cut. Yes, I did. You know the kid can't come back to YouTube without getting a fresh cut, man. You thought I would come on camera looking all looking all like that, bro? Looking like I'm about to go to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament? Hell nah, bro. I mean, I still got my Yu-Gi-Oh card somewhere around here, but best believe we're gonna get a nice crispy fresh cut, you know what I'm saying? You know, we grown the beard back out. It's taking its sweet time, but we doing that. And yeah, man, we chilling, you know. We got the whole room. The whole room is clean. We mopped the floors, we vacuumed, we did everything, man. This is how we start in 2026. But what's going on, people? What's up, y'all? What's happening? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Ask Neo, the first Ask Neo of the new year. Oh, man, we definitely gonna get into all that stuff later. Bro is definitely not a disgrace to the game. Sora life story, you know this. You know this because you know my life story. Oh, my God. But you know what? Let me go ahead and shout out some people while we get some folks in the chat right now. So first things first, we've got this motherfucker changes his name more than people change their genders. We got Living Ignis, aka It's La Flame, aka the Mayo Warrior 101. We got the homie Joe Repco. This dude, bro, come the fuck on now. This man has changed his name. Let me not. We got Flame in the chat. We got Jay the Mac. What's up? A Neo stream. Flame says, I can't believe we got a new Ask Neo before GTA 6. Yeah, we did. We got a new Ask Neo before GTA 6. You know, funny story, you guys. I actually could have delayed this stream another 9-10 months until Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. But with the way it's going, it seems like it might get delayed into 2027. We'll talk about that a little later. We got Artsy Avanti in the chat. It is time. Big Rafiki voice. We got David Gon. I don't believe it. Yes, sir. I came back before Gon's father came back. Y'all know the vibes. Dimwit Monkey. I was literally just thinking about the weekly streams. Listen, you was thinking about me, and I delivered, man. Listen, if there's one thing Neo's going to do, he's going to come. We got 9-Pack Studios in the chat. We got Holy Shinkies. The Glorious King Goat is back. So not only am I king, but I'm the goat as well. Oh, this is B-Rax Media. What's up, my guy? How are you? I should have known. Only a beautiful compliment like that could come from B-Rex Media. But what's up, my brother? How you doing? Believe it, man. I believe it. Man remembered his password. Yo, yes, I did, bro. Yes, I did. We got Devil Joe in the chat. Welcome back, legend. You have been missed, good sir. Thank you, my brother. Oh, and then we got the homie Blue Senshi 19, bro. We not even 10 minutes into the stream, and the homie Blue Senshi 19, he just sent a super chat of 20 doll hairs. Oh my God, my brother, thank you. So we're gonna read that on stream. Nice to see you again, stranger. How have you been? I recently started going to the gym for the first time in 8 years. Started fasting again. Life kicked my butt for the past year and a half. If I did it once, I could do it again. Well, my brother, Blue Senshi, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, you know, the kid has been good, bro. I mean, I'm gonna wait a little bit to talk about everything before we get into the whole story, but you know, your boy Neo has been doing good. Your boy Neo has been thriving. You know, you talk about you getting back to the gym, bro. That's what it's all about, man. It's not necessarily about how much time you took off. It's about reminding yourself to lock the fuck back in, remembering who you are, and just staying consistent with it, man. You know, first time in 8 years, man. Listen, You decided you wanted to make a change, bro, and that's all it is. So just keep on keeping on, my brother. I know you follow me on the gram, man. You know, just hit me up. You know, hit me up if you have any questions about that shit, bro. But appreciate you for the super chat, man. Thank you so much. Who else we got here? We have got let's see, going on down. We got DGDF. We got DGDF7SZ. I'm gonna call this dude Password because that sounds like a password. We got Password in the chat. Password DG. Been a minute since I've been in a Neo stream. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. I think the last stream that I did was before the summer. It was definitely before the Switch 2 came out. I'm not sure if I showed the Switch 2 on camera, but it's down over there. I don't believe I did anything after that. So give or take, it was around that time. I know it was like May or June, something like that. All I know is the last couple of months was like a blur when it came to like streaming and stuff. But that's the last thing I remember. Someone's gonna fact check me and be like, no, it was actually this time. Oh, we got the homie J-Fam. Bunch of numbers with a $4.99 super chat. Blessed to see you on screen. I got a business trip tomorrow. Goddamn, typing a super chat on mobile is AIDS. Well, my brother, I've told you to be careful when it comes down to those STDs, my friend. Listen, we are not going into the new year with that shit, bro. No way, my man. So stay strapped up. Welcome back to Ask Neo, everybody. Don't put that thing there without that thing on it. But appreciate the super chat, my brother, and good luck on that business trip tomorrow. Why did somebody just thumbs up his comment about AIDS? I don't know if that says more about the chat or Jason. I don't fucking know. But appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously while we go through and acclimate everybody back to the chat. We've got Andrew Tyler in the chat. Do my eyes deceive me? Is the GOAT back? Thank you, sir. Thank you. I have returned. I am here, you guys. But listen, you gotta turn that mirror around and look at yourself, Mr. Andrew Tyler. There could be multiple GOATs in this chat right now, but only one of them can wield the mighty seltzer water. You guys know it wouldn't be an Ask Neo stream if I didn't come back with some premium seltzer. Listen, y'all know who it is. Come on now. I might be gone for 9 months, but I come back with something. Tell you, at least it wasn't a baby. At least I didn't come back with a child on camera. listen. I'd rather come back with a seltzer water than that. But who knows what's going to be the future in the next couple of years? Who knows? Let's see. We have got NS Focon F. He's back, bro. He back. Yes, sir. Dare I say, ladies and gentlemen, we back at it like a crack addict. Oh, man, I have not said that in such a long time. Holy fuck. It feels good to be home. Who else is in here? We got King Diesel G. Yeah, the audio is good. Appreciate you, my guy. Audio is crispy. Y'all already getting reckless in the chat. Holy shit. Who else is in here? We got Can Be Photos. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, my brother. It's good to see you as well. And while we wait for a couple more people to get into the chat, what you guys doing on this glorious Friday night? What y'all up to? What y'all doing? Some of y'all at work? What, y'all cooking some dinner? Y'all at the club right now? Y'all clapping cheeks? Y'all playing some games? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let's see. We got Jonathan Kasai in the chat. What's up, Neo? What's up, my guy? Oh, we got John the Don, my guy. What is happening, player? How you doing, bro? Let's see. We got Shining Knight 182. How old are you now? I am 32. I am 32 years old, which is crazy to consider because I have officially been on YouTube longer than some of my subscribers have been alive. Wow. Yeah, I started YouTube almost 20 years ago. And I have consistently either uploaded or streamed something for almost 20 years. Let that sink in, you guys. Last year was the longest stretch that I had gone without making any content, and yet I still did something to qualify for the year. Holy shit. Honestly, when I hit like the 5-year mark, the 10-year mark, the 15-year mark, that's where I was just like, oh my God. But the fact that we are closer to the 20-year mark as opposed to the 10-year mark or the 15 mark, it doesn't feel weird anymore. I think it's true what they say. Like, you know how some people say like after 30, you just kind of stop caring? That's what it is. Like once you hit like the 15-year mark on YouTube, It's just whatever. So when I hit 20 years, I'm like 20 years. Okay, cool. Oh, and then we got the homie Blue Senshi 19 with another super chat. This one of $2. You upgraded from a 5 head to Ultra Unk. I mean, dude, the day I hear somebody call something like Full Metal Alchemist or Samurai Champloo, the day I hear them, they call that shit Unk Slop. I don't know, man. We might have to bring back ass whoopings. We might have to bring back the belt. We might have to bring back the chancla because these new age kids, man, born after those animes, calling that shit Unk Slop, man. They don't know what they missed out on. They really don't. They really don't. But thank you for the super chat, Blue Senchi. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see who else is in here. We got Marcus Doyle Terrell for real 3683. He finally stopped texting those hoes. No, bro, what you talking about? First off, I don't be texting no hoes. I got no hoes. I am a faithful man. I've always been a faithful man. Listen, I am a child of God. Don't let the 9-month absence confuse y'all and make y'all forget that I've always been a child of God. I have always been wholesome. Listen, I've never even looked a girl in the eyes before. Like, don't be rude, Marcus. Don't be rude. Neo returned for Ask Neo like the prophets foretold. Exactly. They said at precisely 8:30 p.m. on the 9th day of the first month of the calendar year 2026, he would make a return with his seltzer water. I'm telling you. And watch as I transform this seltzer water into wine. I don't have wine tonight, but I do have some vodka. I do have that. And a whole lot of moonshine, which I don't think I'm strong enough to drink right now. We got Carl Dag in the chat. Oh my God, Neo is back. Yeah, man. It's crazy, ain't it? We got Pierre Young. Oh, it's been too long. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Man, if I didn't have to deal with copyrights, I would have been playing that song right now, y'all. Weep Slayer 2049. Welcome back. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. Y'all need to smash this like button. That's right, guys. Listen to NS. Oh my God. NS Focon F. There we go. Oh my God. Neo got that Corey X Kenshin comeback energy. Yo, listen, y'all think I take long hiatuses. Corey is the king of taking hiatuses. That man will come back and then dip in the same day. Let's see. We got Swaturkey. Started watching you in 2009 when you were talking about the Naruto games. How time flies. It does, man. It truly does, bro. We're at that age now where Naruto is considered unk slop. How'd that make y'all feel? How'd that make y'all feel that a show like Naruto is deemed unk slop? Oh, man. Tough time. Tough time, bro. Tough time. We got Red Dragon Emperor Ash. Hey, Neo on that court. I'm like, yo, everybody be pointing that shit out tonight. But what's up, Ash? How you doing, man? Oh, my God. Some of y'all are babies. That's true, man. That's true. But you know, the craziest thing is, like, I've known a lot of you guys for well over a decade. I've known some of you guys in here since 2008. That's wild to me. That is wild to me. We got Roosevelt in the chat. Is that a ghost or is that NeoGameSpark? Well, I feel very much so solid, so I don't think I am a ghost. But the jury is still out on that one. It's the weekend, so they're on break until Monday. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. We got Kirato Prichan, Uncle. Yeah, Unk status. We got Super Exploit, Return of the King. Oh yeah, guys. I honestly these days I don't know what the youth are talking about. I feel like I peaked, not really peaked, but I stopped being able to understand what kids were talking about back in 2019 when I was down in Atlanta for my cousin's wedding, and I got a chance to hang out with a lot of my younger cousins who I legit had not seen since they were shit in diapers. So I'm seeing them now when they're like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, around that age, and the terminology they were using then, I was confused. And mind you, that was 2019. I was in my mid-20s. Now I'm in my early 30s, and I couldn't even begin to tell you what the youth were talking about. I don't. And I don't know, guys. Do you think maybe it's just this is what people 20 years ago when they were older than us, they thought as well? Like some of the terminology that we threw around, you know? Maybe they think that? Or are just people getting dumber and dumber? I like to think it's the latter. I do like to think it's the latter, but it might be me having a bias. It could be. I don't know. I don't get half the shit people are talking about. I just, like, when people say this shit, I'm like, what? Y'all gotta explain this shit to me. Because I really don't get it. I don't. We got Valkyne in the chat. What's going on, Maddie? How you doing, bro? Let's see. Who else is in here? We're almost at the bottom. We got Bryce Hag in the chat. Neo, I don't know why my @ was this random letters, but that was me. Oh, that was you, Bryce. Okay, good. I was about to say, yeah, they be switching it up on y'all. Well, that's crazy. And we've got, the homie Artsy Avanti with that $10 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. He says, seeing Neo come back is like reuniting with a long-lost cousin. Don't feel this way with other content creators. Oh, Avanti, my brother, thank you. Avanti, another person who I've known for, like 15 years now? More than that at this rate, Jesus. Yeah, dude, that's great. And, it's kind of like what we talked about before, how we can all go away for a while. We can all be busy. This light can be shining on my head and really emphasize my forehead and how massive it is. We could do all of those things, yet we still come back like no time has passed at all. It's been 9 months, but at the same time, it feels like I saw y'all a week ago. Some of y'all I did see like a week or a month ago, give or take. But I appreciate you, Avanti, and keep up with that art, my guy. Keep up with that art. The homie J Fam, I almost missed this one with a $1.99 super chat. He says the flight's early in the morning, gotta sleep. Same time next week. Well, yeah, so, you know what? Now that we've, this man said I got the Haru forehead? Nah, nigga, you going on timeout. You're the first timeout of the new year. Timeout. Put you on timeout. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I was tempted, though. I very much so was tempted, but I'm trying to be better this year. I'm trying to be better when it comes to dealing with Flame, even though it gives me an aneurysm every single day of the week, because this man has my phone number, too. Ugh. Anyways, Welcome everybody to another fantastic and fabulous episode of Ask Neo. If you guys are tuning in for the very first time, which I presume most of you aren't, but if you are that one person, welcome to the stream. Ask Neo is my Q&A series where you guys ask me questions and I answer them to the best of my ability in a somewhat timely fashion. This is the very first episode of 2026, in addition to the very first episode in what has been my longest hiatus ever from content creation. I want to say it was around 9 months or so, give or take a couple of weeks, in my favor, against my favor. Who's to say? But yeah, it's been a while, you guys. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try to make excuses for it or whatever. I'm going to just keep it a stack with y'all. Your boy Neo was outside. Your boy Neo was living life, doing his thing. When I did take my little bit of a hiatus, it never started out as that. I just got really busy. I was doing a lot of overtime at work because, I had some goals. I wanted to pay off my car. I paid off my car completely, so that is awesome. I no longer have a car note in the best possible time possible. Whoa, that sounded so weird, but you know what I mean. In the best possible time imaginable, considering with how crazy the world has been right now and how shit is getting so much more expensive. It is great not to have a car note anymore. So I wanted to do that in addition to doing a lot of other things, and I just used this opportunity to really just be outside and hang out with a lot of people, a lot of folk who I hadn't really seen in a very long time, a lot of people from YouTube. We got together, we had a lot of meetups, meeting up with friends and family, spending time with a girlfriend, just doing everything that you can imagine. And little do you know, 9 months just passes by just like that, bro. It's been crazy. So I'm not going to sit here and make excuses like, yeah, you guys need to get outside and touch grass. Nah, I just really wasn't up for content creation. And if there's one thing that I always tell you guys, if I am not feeling something, I'm not really going to force myself to do a certain thing, because one of the benefits of YouTube is that I don't do this as a full-time job. I don't mind taking breaks if there's something in the media that I don't really feel compelled to talk about. I'm not really going to talk about it, because the past year in gaming, I'll be honest, and this is going to be my only excuse, if you will. The past year in gaming has been very depressing, to say the least. Not just counting all the crazy layoffs in the industry, studio closures, all the other stuff that's happening with AI, but things just haven't been that exciting in the sense that, okay, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to talk about this stuff. The start of a generation is a lot more interesting. It's a lot more front-loaded, especially when you have all of these companies who are competing for your dollar and doing a lot of interesting things. And that's how this generation felt. There was a lot of things happening with PlayStation and Xbox that were really cool to talk about in 2020, 2021, 2022. And then after that, it just kind of fell off a cliff. There was the whole stuff happening with PlayStation. It's Neo. Hey, Tortilla Senpai, what's going on, sis? How you doing? So there was a lot of stuff happening last year, and to a lesser extent in 2024, that I I spoke my piece about it, but it was stuff that I kind of spoke about happening in like 2020, 2021, 2022. It just all came to fruition. So there really hasn't been anything interesting. Like, how many times can we get on here and talk about Xbox and their multi-platform strategy? Like, we were all speculating about that in 2023 when we heard the rumors, and they finally ripped the band-aid off in the following year, and it's just, okay, Xbox is now a third-party publisher. Period, point blank. We don't have to speculate if they're going to be bringing Halo to PlayStation anymore, because Halo is now coming to PlayStation. Gears and Forza are already on PlayStation. The next Fable's going to be on PlayStation. Hopefully, if Microsoft were smart, they would put out a 1 versus 100 revival and put that everywhere. But that's just the nature of the business nowadays. Like, that's the path that they've decided to go on, and I've spoken ad nauseum about my particular thoughts on that and how it pertains to their hardware, and I just don't really feel like regurgitating that information. You feel me? Because it's like, once I talk about it once, that's basically it. And every decision since then kind of fuels what I was discussing before, but it is what it is. And, the same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation right now is in a very dry situation because of their live service initiative backfiring on them. I mean, we're still getting good games like Ghost of Yotei and Astrobot, but those games are very few and far between. We're getting 1 or 2 big PlayStation exclusives a year, and that's it, because all their other studios now had to pivot again to make a game, and those games aren't coming out to the PlayStation 6. So at this rate, it's like PlayStation is the best place to play if you like third-party games on a console, and then you'll get your exclusives once or twice a year. Not really that exciting or worth talking about. You feel me? And then in the case of Nintendo is just got a Nintendo. Like, I could sit here and talk about how, Mario Kart World was a big blunder for Nintendo, or, the pricing and drop the price and whatever, but it's just, that's just the same old stuff with Nintendo. Like, I had that same discussion with the Switch. Like, why are their accessories more expensive than the competition? It's the same thing now. Why are their accessories more expensive than the competition? At least now Nintendo has an excuse because of the tariffs and because of the worldwide situation and all the stuff that's happening. And we haven't even discussed the RAM price increases and what's happening with AI and how that's affecting tech nowadays. And now the tech that we bought in 2020 is going to be significantly more expensive to buy in 2026. Like, that stuff is just, it's very depressing. So I don't really feel inclined to get on camera and talk about all this doom and gloom stuff like I used to, because it's just, I would much rather just talk about games at this rate. You feel me? I'd much rather get on here and talk to you guys about, hey, like, over the break, I finished Expedition 33 and how incredible of a game that was and how I still think about it to this day. Or, I just started playing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter and how great that game is. Like, I'd much rather get on here and gush about that rather than just talk about all the news. If there is some news that I find interesting, like, case in point, it's not really newsworthy, but, Nintendo just added Fire Emblem Path of Radiance to the Nintendo Switch 2 Online, and we can finally play that game and not have to worry about emulating it or buying a copy for $300. All of that stuff. Like, that's some stuff that I would talk about. But is that really newsworthy? Most likely not. But, yeah, dude. Shout out to the homie Juke the Ronin, who's been a member for the past 29 months of the Phantom Weirdos tier. I appreciate you, my brother. Let's see what he says. This is the last stream of the This is the last stream of the year. Shaking my head. Also, what are your thoughts on the Steam Machine and that garbage Doomsday? Nice to have you back, bro. I appreciate you for the support, my brother. This man said, that man is like, don't get used to this dude being on camera. It's gonna say last online 6,452 days ago. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah. So before we get into the super chats, because you guys are blessed in it today, I appreciate it. I just wanted to wrap that up in a nice little bow. That's the reason why your boy hasn't been streaming. He's been outside living life. He's been doing things, and there really hasn't been a lot that I wanted to talk about. But if there is one time that I will ever say that I am creating a New Year's resolution, it is this. I have a goal to be more consistent on YouTube. Now, what does that look like? I don't know. It could mean a stream a week. It could mean 2 streams a month, but a video in the mix. It could mean a combination of both. Who's to say? It could be a lot of spontaneous live streams that are first impressions of games I'm playing, or it could be like an out of theater reaction of a really big movie that I wanted to check out. It could be a 4K Blu-ray collection because I have well over 100 of those these days. It could be a collab review with people if we're talking about a game that just came out. It could be a lot of different things. But regardless, I'm just going to do whatever I feel like doing. And if the audience and the support is there, cool. And if they're not there, cool. Because that's how I've always been doing my content. It's not obviously it's not about the views and catching lightning in a bottle and being in the zeitgeist and doing stuff for the algorithm and SEO optimization and all those buzzwords. It's just gonna be Neo being Neo, man. Okay. This is gonna be the harshest segue, because I just saw a comment that it had nothing to do with it, but I would be it's it wouldn't feel right without mentioning this. Um I'll get to the super chats in a second, you guys. I haven't forgotten them. Um there is something that did happen over the break in the past couple months. If you guys follow me on Twitter, uh you would know what had happened. Back in October, unfortunately, we lost a member of this community. Someone who I've done videos with and live streams for, oh my God, dating back to like 2011, dude. My friend, my brother, Robert Hayes, aka Young Rots 112, aka Rots 112. You guys know him. Rob and I first met talking about Dragon Ball Evolution, and then, discussing our woes with The Dark Knight Rises and talking about The Amazing Spider-Man, and it just evolved into this friendship between us two, and of course, Danny Pafagio Freed, where we get together and we have our NXP podcast, the most consistent, inconsistent podcast ever. And then it just became me and Rob freestyling, talking about random stuff like Devil May Cry. When the reboot was coming out, we were roasting it. And, just random things like we would review The Flash, Telltale Batman. Like, you name it, we talked about it. And he's no longer with us. And the reason why this came into my mind is because Roosevelt said, "Are you guys gonna finally do a spoiler discussion on Devil May Cry 5?" And oof, it just brought back a lot of memories of Rob, because we were talking about the reboot when it was coming out, saying like, "Nah, we need Devil May Cry 5, not this emo Dante shit." And when we finally got Devil May Cry 5, I would just never forget our reactions to it. And then finally playing it a year later and then talking about it. And then the special edition with Virgil and everything. It just reminded me a lot of Rob. I've experienced a lot of loss in the past 10 years, losing aunts and uncles to diseases, and nothing ever prepares you for that. But nothing ever prepares you for the loss of a friend, man. That's a feeling that I almost, when I got the news, bro, I was one of the first people to find out, and for a solid 2 hours, you guys, I didn't think it was real. I was like, I was, I was like, nah, nah. Like, I remember I was sitting in my bed and I was just like rocking back and forth, like, someone's playing a trick on me, bro. And then I talked to his mom, and having to deliver the news to everybody. Oh shit, dude. It's wow. But if there is one thing that I'm really happy about with Rob, is not a single day went by where I didn't tell this man that I loved him and he was my brother, and vice versa. We saw each other at our highest highs and our lowest lows. You know, those 2 a.m. phone calls. You know, those Discord movie parties where we just taking shots, roasting bad movies and laughs and everything. It's it's a brotherhood, man. It's something that, like, I wish everybody in their life at least once has a friendship with somebody like Rob. One of the coolest dudes you could ever meet. Super non-judgmental, you know, like even when we disagreed on stuff, it was always cool and civil. We had never in our almost 20-year friendship ever got into an argument where it was like trading blows and this and that. Never. Because he was a real one. And when you meet a real one, bro, whew, and he was like that way with everybody. There's a lot of people here who know Rob, who knew him. He was like that way. He was consistent with everybody, bro. Incredible human being. One of my best friends, man. I'm just so happy he knew he was loved, bro. It's harder to deal with his loss now than it was when he passed away. Like, I cried a lot over the first few weeks, but now it really sinks in because there's like a lot of moments where I'm just like, I'm scrolling Twitter, I'm seeing all this cool stuff happening, or I'm seeing these memes or whatever, and I it's like, oh, let me just share this to Rob, and I can't do that anymore, bro. Like, that's when it hits. That's when it hits that he's gone, man. In moments like that, you know, like I'm just, it's weird, bro. But you know, man, I'm just gonna keep on living life the way that Rob and I lived ours, just authentic and true and showing up for the people in our life. That's the way I'm gonna honor this man, because he's the type of dude that would give you the shirt off his back. He's the type of dude where if something happened to you, you know, like let's say you got like a flat tire, your car battery died, Rob is in his car and he's on his way over. Like, he's that type of dude, man. Even when people have done him dirty, that man never lost hope, bro. That man never lost hope. And you know, it it reminds me that, like, there are still good people in this life, and no matter how discouraged I may get at times where I feel like, oh, you know, like it's not gonna be a person like this and that. It's like there still are people out there, man. And when you come across those people, man, you cherish them, you appreciate them, you let them know that they are loved. And if you can, take your time to meet your friends, meet your online friends, bro. Talk to your online friends, not just through text, you know, speak to them over the phone. Let them hear your voice. Let yourself hear theirs. Just keep showing up for one another, man. I know that's what Rob would have wanted. And I would feel so weird getting on camera for the first stream of the year, for the first stream in 9 months, and not mention this man. Because he's a part of this legacy, bro. He's a part of this channel's legacy. He's a part of our lives. He's part of the reason who I am to this day, man. Because I remember I told you guys this, like, growing up, I never really had lifelong friends. You feel me? Like, the friendships, I always used to wonder, like, when do you get those friendships where you, like, have them for like 10, 20 plus years? Like, I never truly started getting those friendships until, like, later in my life. You know, like one of my best friends, Jorge, and then funny enough, after I graduated high school, and I met a lot of you guys, and I met people like Rob, and those are the friendships where they last. Like, they just, like, in just a blink of an eye, 15 years goes by. And dude, It sucks that he's no longer here. It sucks that we're not going to be able to talk about all the cool stuff that's coming out over the next couple of years. The stuff that he was really looking forward to. But I'm just so happy that every single day, man, we got a chance to talk every single day. And we gushed about stuff and we cried about stuff. I'm just so lucky and blessed that I had a person like Rob in my life. All right. So, okay. So, yeah, I didn't expect it to take a turn like that, you guys, but it just, we got to do what we got to do. We got to honor our brother. And, you know, if we had some alcohol here, we would be taking shots to Rob, you know, because that's what he would have wanted. So let's go back to Juke the Ronin's super chat from before. And thank you guys in the comments for all the kind words about Rob. I really appreciate it, dude. It's great to know that he was loved. So Juke the Ronin wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the Steam Machine? That's the first question. So I love the idea of the Steam Machine. As you guys know, I am a huge Steam Deck supporter, stan, whatever you want to call it. I love the Steam Deck. It has, I mean, it's cliche to say, but it's done basically everything that I've wanted out of a PC handheld. It's given me access to my PC library where I could play the majority of the games that I want to play in a comfortable form factor with good battery, and it's supported by Valve. Valve, with their incredible software updates, you don't have to worry about dealing with Windows and all the nonsense that is that. I love the Steam Machine. I feel like with age, the Steam Machine keeps getting better and better and better, and all these quality of life features. Valve's really plugged in with the community. It's awesome. So the idea of them getting back into, it's not necessarily console gaming per se, but, you know, living room style gaming where you have a set-top box, you put it under the TV, or if you want, you know, it's just a little mini form factor PC that you can plug into a monitor. Like, whatever versatile experience you want, you get out of that. I love that idea. I love the idea of them putting out this device that can get people into PC gaming without having to spend an exorbitant amount of money, and someone who just wants to be, you know, an easy plug and play approach. That's great. That being said, price has always been a big component of whether or not someone gets into PC gaming, because PC gaming, for the most part, has always been more expensive than console gaming. Console gaming had always started out around like $300 to the $500 range. Now, obviously, it's changed with the price of components and everything. Console gaming now, starting price for a general console is like $550. Crazy. You know, not counting the Nintendo Switch, of course, but that's its own little unique beast. But now it's like 550 plus. PC gaming was like, oh, okay, you know, like you can get a solid rig for like $1,000, you know, which at that point it's kind of like, okay, you know, yeah, spend a little bit more money, but you gain it back with Steam sales, you gain it back with freedom and flexibility, and you don't have to pay for online services. So yeah, you know, that extra $300, $400 could come in handy. But now with the way the price of components and RAM prices are going, PC gaming is becoming infinitely more expensive. Guys, I don't tell y'all to make any crazy financial decisions that you might regret. Trust me, I've done those before. But if you have access to the funds, I would highly recommend upgrading your PC as soon as possible, or buying a pre-built as soon as possible, because things are going to be getting a lot more expensive. If you think it's getting expensive now, no, buckle the fuck up. So that affects prices across the board. It's not just consumer products. It's not just the RAM you buy. It's going to be all the things that are coming out, tech products that are still being developed today, like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles. They are now more expensive than they were 5-6 years ago. So the Steam Machine, by its very nature, is not going to be that $600, $700 price point that we thought it was. Valve had already come out and said they're going to be subsidizing they aren't going to be subsidizing the console. So right then and there, we're looking at something that's north of $800 for a product that really isn't that much better than the PlayStation 5. Sure, you have the open ecosystem of PC, but when you're getting to that price point, is it really that much more attractive? Because the tech in it is basically a PlayStation 5. And you're paying for tech that came out 5 years ago, 5+ years later, for $300, $400, $500 more. So for me, the Steam machine has always been, if it was a great value proposition, I would buy one and I would put it under my TV so I could play some of my PC library that either isn't available on consoles, or they're games that are available on consoles, but they would run better on the Steam machine. Basically games that haven't received like 60 frame per second patches, or, you know, a lot of old classics on the 360 that I can play at like higher resolutions. But I don't know, man. I mean, at that point, spending $1,000 on a Steam machine, because that is what the leak price would be for like the 512 model. I'd rather just put that money into building a new desktop PC, because my PC is good, but it's like 5 years old at this point. So I would much rather take that $1,000, put it towards a new build, and just have that PC for a few years, and not have to worry about putting something under the TV that is extremely outdated tech and really it's only for a niche market. But that's that. What are your thoughts on the garbage Doomsday trailers? Okay, so here's the thing, and we'll get more into this as they put out more of the trailers. Avengers Doomsday, you guys already know, I'm not really looking forward to the movie just based off Marvel's track record over the past couple of years. There have been a lot of projects that I've loved, like Loki Season 2. You know, Thunderbolts was a really big surprise for me. I liked Fantastic Four, but there's just no direction in the Marvel universe. And obviously them doing Doomsday is a huge pivot to what they were going to do before with Kang, them bringing back the Russo brothers, them bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying that the movie can't work in this specific context, but I feel like Marvel is basically becoming Star Wars in the worst possible way, where Star Wars had diluted the brand so much to the point where, excluding Andor, they keep making the universe smaller and relying on these heavy lore drops to get people excited, and they're only really fleshing out their universe in this small specific situation. Like, why the fuck did we need to have Robert Downey Jr. come back to play a Doctor Doom? Why couldn't we have gotten a legitimate Doctor Doom? This is his first official appearance in the MCU, and you're sullying it by making him whatever you want to do with Tony Stark. Whatever explanation you're going to come up with, whether he's a Tony Stark variant or he's a Tony Stark clone or what have you, it's still a Tony Stark character, Doctor Doom. It's not Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Von Doom. It's someone looking like Tony Stark in the MCU who is Doctor Doom. That's not what I wanted for Doctor Doom. And I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, wait till they reboot it with Secret Wars, you'll get a proper Doctor Doom. So what? You're going to spend $100 million to bring back Robert Downey Jr. to play this Doctor Doom, and then a few years later, you're going to try to build up the actual Doctor Doom? You can't. It's so stupid. Then it's going to be like, yeah, this Doctor Doom has nothing to do with that Doctor Doom. At that point, it's all right, bro. Whatever. So at the very least, I'm just hoping that the movie is entertaining. That's all I need, bro. I don't think that any of the stuff that they're doing is going to be earned whatsoever. They're going to create this rivalry and conflict with Doctor Doom and then bringing back some of the older players like Steve Rogers. For what? Like, why? Why? You're going to have to create all this stuff out of thin air. You're going to have to spend a lot of time explaining this stuff. You're going to have to spend a lot of time bringing in all the new players who haven't gotten any development. Some of these guys we haven't seen in 3, 4, 5 years. And then you're going to bring in new people from the multiverse. Like, I mean, it's just going to come off as like, okay, you're going to watch it for the cameos. You're going to watch it for these characters to get their justice for 30 years later, like Cyclops. Okay, we're going to see James Marsden in the Cyclops suit and he's going to be doing his blast. Okay, cool. How much time is he going to have in the movie before he dies? Like, the reason why Infinity War and Endgame worked was because all these characters had been established, you had built them up, and by the time they get to Infinity War and Endgame, they didn't need to have crazy explanations or development because they already had that stuff, and all they had to focus on was the overarching threat of Thanos. That was it. Here, you have to establish Doctor Doom, you have to establish all these new players, you have to explain why these characters are coming back, you have to explain why the plot is the way that it is, all within a 2.5 hour movie, when there was no build-up or setup to it outside of the vague incursions and threats that are only brought up every 2 years. It just... It's like, why? You know? I don't get it. Like, it's... Like, are people excited for this? I don't know. Like, I would have much rather them spent the time fleshing out the characters before they go into something like this. I think the idea of them bringing back one of the heroes as a villain is interesting, but not as a last-ditch effort to try to rebuild the brand. Because at the end of the day, they're banking on people coming back because it's Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Like, let's just be honest. And then you throw in geriatric Professor Xavier and Magneto. Like, that's all it is at the end of the day, man. I'm not saying the movie can't be entertaining, but it's just gonna come off as we are desperate. We are desperate, bro. And I expect more out of superhero movies at this point. I feel like they have like 10 years of showing how it's done, and it's just not exciting, man. Like, I'm infinitely more excited for what James Gunn is doing with the DCU, because at the very least, we're going to be getting different genres of superhero movies. We're going to be getting Clayface. We're going to be getting Supergirl. You know, we're already getting a Superman sequel. Like, we're getting a lot of different stuff. You know, Matt Reeves is coming out with the Batman Part 2. That's going to feel like a movie. And I don't know, man. I'm not going to say Marvel is completely washed, but I just feel like this is just going to be such a black eye on everything. You feel me? Like, Thunderbolts should have been a movie they put out 3 years ago. You know, I still love the movie. They should have put that out 3 years ago to capitalize on things. They should have built out those characters. And now we have all these random characters that really nobody gives a fuck about going into Doomsday. And people are saying, oh, Doom's going to kill all these people. Nigga, who cares? Who cares that he's going to kill all these people, bro? We don't even know these niggas, bro. Shang-Chi's gonna show up. I have been waiting for Shang-Chi to show up in his own movie for almost 5 years. And now we're not gonna get Shang-Chi 2 until like 2030? Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? But yeah, that's my thoughts on Doomsday. I think it'll be okay, but it's exhausting. We got Marcus Doyle Terrell with the $10 super chat. A couple of months ago, you showed a photo of Tom Cruise in shape and said no excuses, and people made excuses. How do you think people get over their fear of the gym when they secretly want to go? Okay, yeah, so to bring this up, all right, so basically, I posted a photo of Tom Cruise from the recent Mission Impossible movie saying that this man is in his 60s and he's still working out, no excuses. And we got a lot of people in the comments pushing back saying like, well, the reason why he looks like that is because he has access to the best trainers in the world, the people who cook from him, and he can work out whenever he wants, blah, blah. And I'm just like, Tom Cruise is a short, small, white man with abs. He is not brolic. He's just a guy who's in good shape. That is attainable going to the gym 3 times a week and putting the fucking fork down. Like, you say shit like that and people take an issue with it. You feel me? You know, like, it's weird. It's very strange. If it was someone like Chris Hemsworth, fresh off of Thor Love and Thunder, juiced to the gills, 230 pounds, yeah, that's unattainable. No, we're not doing that. But it's just like Tom Cruise, a guy who's 60, who just is in shape. It's like, what the fuck? But as far as the fear of the gym, I tell people the same shit that I tell myself. If you keep coming up with excuses on why you don't want to do something, whether it's the gym or whether it's something else, then you're never going to get anywhere in life, man. Gym intimidation, I get it. You're scared of looking like a fool. You don't know what you're doing. But we all got to start somewhere, man. If you can make a deal with yourself that you will be the ultimate student and you will take the time to fail and learn from your mistakes and just lock the fuck in, trust me, nothing else will faze you in life. You know, most people at the gym don't care what you're doing. Most people in the gym are there to focus on themselves. And believe it or not, this is a secret. Most people in the gym are also very self-conscious about themselves and how they look in the mirror or how other people view them. And a lot of those guys are welcoming to people who are in the gym. They're welcoming to those who need form critiques or who need advice on certain things. They're there to help you. You know, not everybody, feel me. You know, I'm definitely the type of person where if you spend all the time in the gym just talking to somebody else and you're on your phone, I don't want to talk to you. Stop this shit. But someone who's just like, hey, can you spot me? You know, can you tell me what can I do my form? Absolutely. But bro, they just got to do it, man. They just got to, it's cliche to say, but they just got to shut the fuck up and get back to work. That's it. But appreciate the super chat, Marcus. And welcome to everybody who's been joining the stream over the past 20 minutes. It is great to see you guys. We got Purified Storm with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Yo, Chris, bro, haven't talked or watched the content for 3 years. Well, welcome back, Purified Storm. I see you. You still on Twitter, though. How you been? Elden Ring, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, RE4 Remake, Persona 3 Remake, Metaphor, Donkey Kong Bonanza were awesome. I'm hoping for a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Yeah, bro, listen, there's been a lot of shit to play over the past couple of years, guys. Man, just from 2024 to now, man, dude, Persona 3 Reload, Metaphor ReFantasio, Trails in the Sky First Chapter, Expedition 33. Oh my god, and that's not even counting all the other games that have come out. There's a lot of shit to play, guys. Popped into my break to say what's up. Oh, what's up, Serge? How you doing, bro? And hello to everybody who I didn't get a chance to respond to. Hello, I know a lot of you guys popped in during work as well. Welcome, guys. Dude, there's a lot of shit to play, which is why, you know, outside of the price hike becoming $30 a month, man, I had to go ahead and cancel Game Pass. Oh, what's up, K-Cube? How you doing, Quaku? I saw you earlier. I had to cancel Game Pass recently, bro. Like, I had been subbed to Game Pass for like 5 years, but I just looked at all the games that I have to play, and I realized, like, I wouldn't even get close to touching Game Pass stuff. So after I finished Expedition 33, I was like, I think it's time for me to unsub for a while. Because, funny enough, I did buy a lot of games last year. I was surprised. You know, because, you know, I always tell myself, yeah, I'm going to not buy a lot of games and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, this being one of the bigger ones, Trails in the Sky First Chapter. I have it right over here. I'm currently playing it. Don't tell Braxton this, but very, very good fucking game. And I'm glad that I waited for the remake to play it like I said I would. But very good game. I'm playing this while also playing on my Switch 100 Line Last Defense Academy. It's from the guy who did Danganronpa. That's a visual novel. I can't play multiple RPGs at the same time anymore. That's what really fucked me up in 2024. I played Persona 5 Royal, jumped straight into Persona 3 Reload. I did what else was I playing at the same time? Persona 3 Reload. I started Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And there was something else I did, but I got JRPG burnt out for the 6 months of that year. I was like, I need to do something different. So, oh, fuck. Oh my god, you mentioned Legend of Heroes and he shows up. What the fuck? That's actually terrifying. That is actually terrifying. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way Bond is in the chat the second I talk about Legend of Heroes. This dude is like Candyman. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. That's actually, no, man. That's crazy. Even, yo, that's some divine intervention right there. What the fuck? Nah, but what's up, Bond? How you doing, bro? Yeah, nah, Bond, we was talking about, Legend of Heroes for a little bit. But basically, Bond has been in the chat. He's been in here the whole time. Fuck, I'm just figuring that out now. It's like, yes, Brother Bond was lurking. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. But yeah, so I had JRPG burnout, and I was like, I gotta calm down. So right now, I'm playing one JRPG at a time, and then I'm playing like a different genre. So for me, the different genre is a visual novel. So I'm going through 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and then I'm playing Trails of the Sky. So that's what I'm doing. He was ready to hear you were playing Trails. Yeah, he was. Okay, so the Black Phantom Thief with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, Neo, I'm thinking about getting into the Trail series. Will I enjoy it? Also, what are your thoughts on Expedition 33? It is so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny that you super chat that while all this is unfolding. Okay. Let me bring this out. Oh, everyone is showing up tonight. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. It's great to see you guys. Got my boy Raigeki Core. We got Retro Lad in the chat. What's up, y'all? Okay, so I will say this much, Black Phantom Thief. You're a man of good taste because I see you have a Persona avatar. Start with this one. Just buy it. It's on sale right now. If you can like drop like $45, buy it. Just play it. It is awesome. I'm like 15 hours into this. I'm really enjoying it. Good characters, good story so far. Combat system is awesome. It's the very first game in the series, so you don't got to worry about anything crazy in terms of lore and story. Good game. Play it. What are your thoughts on Expedition 33? Okay. Oh, that's right. We did not do a stream talking about E33. All right, so we gonna do a little bit of E33 glazing for a little bit, guys. Okay, so here we go. What did this man say? Don't lie, you and Philly Spence had a bad breakup. What? Nah, Phil's still my boy, bro. What you talking about? Stop this. That's my guy, Phil. Phil and I still have Sunday dinners. Come on now. All right. Godzilla Tommy, my boy Bob. I saw you earlier today. It is good to see you, my bro. Okay, so E33, man. You talk about my Gotti. You talk about Game of the Year 2025 E33. The E33 that won the Game Awards. The E33 that got hoes mad. You got that one? That E33 that had the live performance? That E33 that had the composer on there shredding on the guitar and those people singing? The E33 with the guy with the dreads singing? That E33. Yeah, the E33 that's giving people salt. Yes, sir, that E33. That's my go. But yeah, yes, the E33 from the French. Listen, ever since the French came up with French fries, they did not have a monumental achievement until Expedition 33. That is the timeline right there, guys. It is French fries, nothing, Expedition 33. Now someone's gonna come here saying, oh, the French didn't invent French fries, actually. That's an American concept. Yeah, no. So Expedition 33, I mean, what else there is to say? I fucking loved it, bro. That game, like I said, there are pieces of media that come around every couple of years that just affect me to my very core, and I think about them every single day, man. And that game is one of them. I mean, the whole story, the whole behind-the-scenes story of how the game came to be is just a wonderful read-through. How all these people got together, ex-developers from this company here, this company there, they got together and they were making this game. They found their composer in the SoundCloud comment section and all of this beautiful stuff. Very inspiring stuff. But at its core, man, this game has a vision. This game has a vision. There's blood, there's sweat, there's tears and everything associated with it. And it all comes together as one beautiful masterpiece. I know it's very, very a rudimentary way of describing it, but it's so beautiful. It is, man. The story was phenomenal. The gameplay was addictive as fuck. And it reminded me that there is still blood in this industry in terms of, hey, we can make a game that looks as pretty as a big AAA title, but still be AA. Because if you look at Expedition 33 and you're playing it, it's not a AAA game. Sure, the presentation is top tier, music is top tier, all that stuff is top tier, but, they definitely cut a lot of corners here and there. But you wouldn't know because the game is so well crafted. And honestly, it's just one of those situations where it's like, listen, indie studios, lifeblood of the industry. If you ever feel like you're bored of playing like a AAA game and they're all starting to feel samey, pick up something like Expedition 33, man. Now, I will say the discourse surrounding the game is extremely annoying on both fronts. There's a lot of people out there who are hyping E33 up as the next best thing since sliced bread, pants with pockets. It's a game that's never been done before. No, it's not. It's just a game that the sum of its parts, everything all together, has never been done on this production level. That is the difference. Because there are games that have had reactive combat before. Of course, like Lost Odyssey was like one of the last big games, but that came out almost 20 years ago. There just weren't games that did it as good as E33 did. Especially games that appealed to the masses like E33. And, the game was put on Game Pass, so it had more visibility there too. So there were a lot of things that E33 deserves credit for. But to sit here and say that, and this is what annoys me as someone who actually plays JRPGs, a lot of people are saying that they're using it as an opportunity to shit on JRPGs, saying that, oh, this is why JRPGs have been stagnant in recent years and everything. And unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of the same discourse that it happened with Persona 5, where a lot of people are saying that, oh, there's never been a JRPG that's been as good as Persona 5. It's like, no. Persona 5's combat system is very, very basic and to the point. That's the point of the Persona series. They're very basic and to the point. There's nothing crazy about them, But it's the sum of its parts. Everything else is just so fantastic. There are JRPGs out there that have the deep, complex, intricate battle systems. I mean, dude, looking at the stuff you can do in the Trail series and how that system has evolved. Look at the stuff that you do in like Octopath. Look at the stuff that you do in all these other niche JRPGs. Like there are JRPGs that have phenomenal combat systems that are turn-based as well. And for people to use this as an opportunity to say that the genre hasn't evolved and that's why the games are shitty, it's like, no, you just haven't been playing said games. Granted, some of the best games in those series, I will be real, aesthetic-wise, they don't look the greatest, and I'm not just talking about graphics. I'm talking about art style too. Some of those games have just like weird JRPG tropes with characters that is very annoying, whereas E33, the characters feel more three-dimensional. Like I'm saying, it's not every single JRPG that's like this, but some of the ones that I've played that have really good battle systems, some of the characters are fucking annoying, and some of the characters look weird. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I'll be honest. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. But when I see people that are using it as an opportunity to hate on JRPGs as a whole, it's like, no, bro, no. What we should hate on is all the wrong lessons that we are seeing that the industry is going to take from E33. Instead of them taking a chance on smaller dev teams and giving them the time to cultivate their games, we're going to see them be like, oh, the solution is realistic turn-based game with a parry system. It's like, okay, guys, okay. Stop it, please. But yeah, it's just the discourse is so annoying. But unfortunately, that's what you run into when you have certain games, man. Like, the discourse was annoying with Persona 5 as well, and it's terrible because Persona 5 is an awesome game. But I can sit here and talk about the worst parts of Persona 5 while praising how incredible the game is and how I could just blanket recommend that to people. So, hold on one second. Okay. Everyone hold the line. Yeah, so we're good now. Yeah, so other than that, Expedition 33, it's an awesome game. I recommend you guys check it out. It's on everything now. It's on PlayStation, it's on Game Pass, it's on PC, and who knows, maybe in the next year or two, it might be on the Switch too. Oh, we got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Artsy Avanti. Appreciate you, bro. Bro, I've come to a point where I can't clear my backlog. It just feels like work. Too many RPGs on my list. I'm just going to play my games by ear. Yeah, dude, that's been the philosophy I've been living by for the past couple of years. Now, granted, it hasn't helped me that much, but it's definitely helped me a lot more than thinking I have a gaming backlog. Because the second I think I have a gaming backlog, I start to view it as a chore. I view it as, oh, I have to play through this or else I'm not going to find enjoyment whatsoever. And I don't like to do that. I just want to play the games that speak to me. If I have to force myself to beat a game because I want to get on to the next game and that game is not it for me, then I'm just not feeling it. You know? A game like Expedition 33 is a game that when I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. Those type of games speak to me. And that's how I like to view stuff. Like, I started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I was really enjoying that game. I think it's a fantastic game. The presentation is awesome. Very deep medieval RPG simulator. However, I did have to put it down because it started to get a little too big for the game that I wanted to play at the moment. I just wanted to play something that was like a little cozier, if that makes sense. But it isn't like a cozy type of game. So you just have to play the games where you feel the most enjoyment coming from them, right? And sometimes you have to be in a particular mindset to play something. Like when I get off of work, I'm not really in the mood to play a heavy narrative-driven story game. Sometimes I just want to play something where I could just put on a podcast in the background and go and do stuff. So, you know, that's where if I'm level grinding in an RPG, I'll put on a podcast or I'll watch like a YouTube video in the background and I'll just play that. You know, I'll put the game volume on low and I'll just listen to that and I'll go from there. You know, on my off days, that's where I can really pay attention to those type of games, like the narrative driven stories and stuff like that. But one thing that really helps is just not buying as much games. You know, I've definitely I've never been the person who buys everything day one. But I made it a point that I'm not gonna buy a game unless I am gonna put a substantial amount of time into it. And there's some games that I know, of course, I'll get day one. Like last year, I think was the most amount of day one games I bought in a while. Like I bought Trails in the Sky first chapter. I bought. I got it as a gift, but Donkey Kong Bonanza. I would have bought Expedition 33, and even so, I did end up buying the physical edition because that came out, so I have that too. Where is that Renoir thing? It's somewhere down here. Where are you? It's somewhere over here. But yeah, no, it also helps just like making sure that okay, we're going to play the games that we want to play, as opposed to just like buying something and then hoping and convincing ourselves it's good. And because remember, guys, the way that games be dropping down in price these days, there is no reason to buy something day one unless you're gonna be playing that bitch day one. $10 super chat coming in from Purified Storm. Appreciate you, Grant. I'm excited and hopeful for the Halo remake, Fable, Persona 4 remake, a new 3D Mario, the next Smash Bros, Persona 6, Marathon, Fire Emblem, Banjo-Kazooie, Devil May Cry 6, or remake Devil May Cry 3, the new Monolith soft game, F-Zero, Star Fox. Yeah, there's a lot to be excited for. I mean, I'll just spitball off spitball freestyle off a couple of those things. The Halo remake, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I don't really necessarily think we needed them to remake Halo like that, but it is what it is. I'm going to play it when it comes out. I mean, it depends. Are they going to remake all the games in the series? Because if they remake all the games in the series, I'd be more interested in a Halo 3 remake, just because Halo 3 is like my favorite game of that original trilogy. So we'll see what happens there. But the first Halo, I'm not too crazy about. You feel me? I know a lot of people are talking about the art direction, and they talk about how like, this, blah, 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 it's going to be like more modern and blah, blah, blah. I guess if you're a hardcore Halo fan and that bothers you, then absolutely not. I just got my fill of everything with the Master Chief Collection. Those games are all still playable. They run great. They keep updating them like it's like 1080p, 4K, 120 FPS, all that stuff. Like it just, I don't know, man. Like maybe if they're like, yo, we're remaking Halo 3 and we're doing like anniversaries and we're sprucing up the other 2 anniversary editions. Like, sure. Halo 3 would be the one that I'd be like, okay, because that doesn't have an anniversary edition. The new 3D Mario, unless they have another team working on it, I don't know, because that team developed Donkey Kong Bonanza. So if they're going to be working on another Mario game, that's probably like 3 years out minimum. Unless, like I said, there's a different person doing it. Persona 6 is being worked on. That's probably going to be announced this year. Marathon, I don't play live service games, so I don't really have a dog in the race. But the discourse surrounding it is hilarious. New Fire Emblem game, that's a day one. Y'all already know the vibes. Banjo-Kazooie, keep dreaming. Devil May Cry 6, well, Itsuno left Capcom, if I remember correctly. So, unless they have a new team of people that love Devil May Cry and are working on it, I don't know. It might be just one of those things we get every 10 years. Well, then again, we are getting pretty close to the 10-year anniversary of Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 is going to be 7 years old this year. Ooh. And the next Xenoblade game, the next Xeno game, whatever it is, bro, that's a day one, man. That's a day one. All right. Oh, man. Dang, Neo stream, it's been years. It's not been years. It's been more like 9 months. It's not too crazy. It's not too crazy. It's been a while, pregnancy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had been gone long enough for there to be potentially have been a pregnancy. That is true. What's up, Julian Harris? How you doing, bro? But yeah, these days, guys, dude, there are so many games coming out. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but there are so many games coming out that there's just not enough time to play them. Like, I don't necessarily think it's just because we have more responsibilities as an adult. There's just way too many games. Like, I remember there were situations where there'd be a game we wanted to play, and then there'd be like gaps where we could spend a lot of time playing that game, and then the next one comes out, and then we're good. But now it seems like every week or something, there's something new that comes out, and this is why I'm glad that I don't play live service games, because imagine trying to play live service games in addition to all the other stuff that's coming out. Like, bro. And these games are getting longer and longer these days, man. You know, like the average game length in the 360 PS3 generation was like 5 to 10 hours, give or take. And now it's like those 5 to 10 hour games are like now 30, 40 plus. Oh my God, bro. Like, where do people find time to play these games, man? I just ended up replaying Kingdom Hearts 2 for the 20th time. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go to what's familiar. Like, I did that last year. The first 2 games I beat for 2025 were Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. And that was beautiful for me. I loved it. I love it. Again, like Avanti said, like coming back to a Neo stream is like visiting an old cousin. That's how it feels when you play Kingdom Hearts, bro. You're visiting an old friend. It's so familiar, and yet it just feels right, dude. It just feels right. But yeah, you know, as far as games I'm playing right now, like I said, the only thing is, man, just take it one game at a time, my friends. Take it one game at a time. No, you can't be playing multiple games at the same time, because then you don't be beating nothing. Trust me. Trust me. Whenever I be playing multiple games at the same time, the only thing that I successfully end up beating is my meat, man. That's it, bro. Because I get so frustrated. I'm like, I can't do this right now. Oh, man. No Chain of Memories? Okay, you're funny. I don't even hate that game like that. It's just, I'm not going to replay it. What did somebody say? Let's be real. After the FF7 Remake Part 3, who's actually going to replay that trilogy? Well, you know what the funny thing is? The trilogy isn't crazy long when you think about it. Like, you can beat the first game in like, what, 35, 40 hours? I mean, yeah, there's excessive padding, but doable. You know, Rebirth, if you just do the main story, doable. I'm not talking about no 100% and shit. I don't be doing that. Like, if I don't even 100% The Witcher, I'm not gonna 100% any other game. Oh, speaking of which, they might be dropping a Witcher 3 expansion this year, which is... Why would they do that to me specifically, bro? Why? Oh my God. What's up, superhero fan? Yeah, Godzilla. Yo, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Godzilla -1 sequel. Godzilla -0. Just got a North American release date for November 2026. Bro, we are fucking feasting. We are feasting. I think the industry needs to make shorter games, like 15 to 20 hours. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And I know that's a controversial thing to say, because people are saying, oh, you want less content? No, I want shorter content that's better. Like Expedition 33, for example, to me, that game length was perfect, bro. It did not overstay its welcome. But a lot of these games now, I'm looking at you, Ubisoft, they just be... Bro, okay, so here's a perfect example. All right, here's a perfect example, you guys. I don't know if y'all have played Hogwarts Legacy before. I played Hogwarts Legacy when it came out. Very excited as a Harry Potter fan. I loved the combat system. I thought it was great. I loved exploring Hogwarts, doing all that stuff. The story wasn't that entertaining, but I kept with it because I'm like, okay, yeah, no, the Harry Potter, the vibes, as the kids say. Bro, I was messing around because my girlfriend got me a PlayStation Portal for Christmas. I was messing around with that, and I was like, oh, Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll go back. I was like almost done with the game. I'm going to go back. Bro, I booted that game up, and dude, I saw the laundry list of objectives from the main mission to the side missions and all this other stuff. Bro, I turned that bitch off. Like, I didn't even quit the game. I just turned it off. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. Because it was a lot of busy work, dude. And I'm sure for all the Hogwarts Potterheads out there who are going to stumble across this stream and think I'm slandering it, no. I just looked at that, and all of those objectives, they gave me some things. I don't get anxiety, but that gave me fucking anxiety, bro. I opened up a Ubisoft map, and I just look at all those objectives. I'm like, why? Who is this for? Who is it for? What's up, Captain? How you doing, bro? Welcome back, Blade. Yes, sir. There's only been one Blade. There'll ever be one Blade. But yeah, dude, I can't do that, man. When I see all that stuff, it just looks like busy work to me. Maybe those quests are really good, but honestly, sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. One of the highest compliments that I can give a piece of media is if what they give us is so good that I wish it was a little more. But ain't no way I look at Ubisoft game and I see those objectives like, man, I wish there were more of these. I wish there were more of these bandit camps that I can clear out. Oh, that's why I just be playing the main story of shit, bro. Bro, don't get me started on them bullshit ass Final Fantasy 16 side quests. Fucking hell, bro. Oh, these side quests are on the level of The Witcher 3, you liars. There's a special place in HFIL for you guys. Don't you dare hype me up like that. It's crazy that if this Witcher expansion is actually as goated as the previous one, Blood and Wine, then the king is going to come back to show us what real side quests are about. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Captain C. Yeah, so rumors are this Witcher expansion is going to bridge the gap between 3 and 4. Because, Witcher 4 is probably not coming out till the end of the generation, like 2028. So it's basically going to be what Cyberpunk was. Like what Cyberpunk 2077 was. And how that came out at the end of the gen. I feel like that's what Witcher 4 is going to be like a 2028 game. Tales of Arise was the biggest waste of time. No! No, no, it was not. No, it was not. Tales of Arise was a solid Tales game. Stop this. Stop this slander. Stop this slander, bro. We're not doing this today. Yeah, there were some leaks from some Polish insiders, King Diesel. Witcher 3 expansion. Bro, yo, them Final Fantasy 16 side quests were some straight booty cheeks, bro. And not the good kind of booty cheeks. We're talking about like a flat screen TV level of booty cheeks, man. We talk about an ironing board level of booty cheeks. Yo, Arise did get very grindy towards the end. Like, I remember I was talking to Flame about this shit. I was like, why is, like, the final endgame section so ridiculously hard for no reason? It's not even that the boss is super hard. It's just all those enemies were ridiculously hard. So I had to go and level grind and get some, like, revive vials or whatever. And, oh, man. Tales of Arise was so good, I dropped it. What the fuck? Yeah, no. Oh, that's what you're... Okay, no. Okay, listen. Listen. Yes, okay. Tales of Arise slander, I will justify for the last act of the game. Absolutely. The last act of Tales of Arise was straight dog water. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The rest of the game was good. The last act was terrible. Yes, I will agree with that. Absolutely. But to say the whole game is ass? Nah. You want to talk about mid, you want to talk about Scarlet Nexus. But anyway. Rebirth had too much content, but Queen's Blood is such a go-to mini-me. Yeah, Queen's Blood is great. And I don't even play, like, Gwent. I didn't play Gwent much in Witcher. But Queen's Blood, I sunk a little bit of time into that. Rebirth, so that's the thing. Rebirth, I only really focused on the main story for that one. I'll do some side quests here and there, but I at this stage in the game, guys, I'm pretty good when it comes to side content. And, it's just a lot of this stuff, if it's not coming from CD Projekt Red, a lot of this stuff is just boring. But I have heard really good things about the side quests for where is that game? Here it is. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've heard really good stuff about the side quests in this one and how it's not just, oh, go do this thing and give them that and blah blah blah. It's like, no, characters actually do come back and all that cool shit. Your choices do matter. Did you do the side stuff in E33? I did some of it. I did the important stuff. That was it. Bro, I'm not playing. Well, the thing about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is you can jump into the sequel and just, like, watch a recap video. You be alright. That's what I did. I didn't play the first one. But yeah, guys, there's just too much content, man. Hypothetically speaking, if you are an RPG gamer, you can buy like 4 RPGs, 5 RPGs a year and be okay. Like, dude, I still gotta finish Metaphor, bro. Oh my god. And I really liked Metaphor. I got halfway into Metaphor. I really liked it. I love the story. I love the story in that game. But like, it was JRPG burnout for me, man. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 9 does come out next month. I can't wait for that, bro. Resident Evil games are just kind of like an automatic buy at this point. Like, Capcom is just so good with them. You know? RE4 Remake was great. Resident Evil 7 was great. 8 was cool. Still waiting for a sequel to Operation Raccoon City, you know? Yeah, Persona 5 Royal was way too fucking... Yo, if I could remake Persona 5 Royal, bro, I would completely redo the back half of the game before you get to the new semester. The new semester in Persona 5 Royal is high-key better than half of Persona 5. Like, after you get... I want to say after you get Makoto, Persona 5 kind of starts to dip a bit. And then when you start getting into the stuff with Haru and everything, I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't hit the same on a second playthrough. But when you get to that third semester, it's like, niggas lock the fuck back in. They're like, oh, listen. That's what it was. Oh, Toon Medic, appreciate you, bro. Nice to see you too. Yeah, but the third semester in Royal was excellent, bro. I love that third semester, bro. I love it. Oh my god, I love what they did with 2 characters, which I'm not going to spoil because I know some people have not played the game, even though you should at this point. It's been like 6 years, even though I just beat Royal 2 years ago. Who am I to say? I'm a hypocrite. How do you rank the Persona games? Well, I can only really rank the modern ones because 1 and 2 are just different. So if I rank the modern Persona games, okay. Okay. The best all-around Persona game is going to be Persona 5. In terms of the accessibility, in terms of the structure, in terms of everything, it's Persona 5. Now, the game that's got like the best story, to me in particular, is going to be the Scooby-Doo and the Gang Adventures. It's going to be Persona 4 Golden. I don't care what y'all say. I love Persona 4 Golden. I think the characters in that game are the strongest. I think the story is the best. And by the end of it, he just feel fucking great, man. So I don't care what people say. Oh, this is goofy. Persona 4 discourse. Nah. Persona 4 Golden, the more time passes, that's my fucking baby. I love it. Yo, where is that special edition? I have it over here, man. I have my Persona 4 Gold. I got that bitch on the Switch. Where are you? Where did I put it? I just had it. Where did you go? Where the fuck did you go? I own so many copies of that game and I can't find it. This is a conundrum, my friends. but I found another copy of Persona 5 Royal. What the fuck? You can't make this up, guys. You really can't. I'm like, yeah, where's my copy of Persona 4 Golden physically? Well, can we interest you in Persona 5 Royal for the 88th time? Look at this shit, bro. Just look at this shit. Persona 5 on the PS4, Persona 5 Royal on the PS4, Persona 5 Royal on the PS5. I have Persona 5 Royal on the Xbox. The only thing I'm missing is a Switch physical edition at this rate. Golly, holy Moses, man. Holy Moses. Where is my Persona 4? Somewhere here. But regardless, I love Persona 4 Golden. Hey, Gabe, my brother. How you doing? Bro has a mental illness. Yeah, I do. It's like, you know how you're a Star Wars fan? That's how I am with Persona. You feel me? Like, you know how they can come out with, like, Star Wars shit in a box, and you'll be like, that's my shit, bro. I'm there day one, man. That's how I am with most, not all Persona things, but most Persona. I mean, I bought a Persona 4 dancing game, guys. That's how locked in I was. I did a review on that Persona 4 dancing game. I was like, this story is ass, but these remixes are hype. I didn't buy Persona 3 and Persona 5 dancing, though, because I got ethics. Oh my god. John the Dom with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Speaking of games being too long sometimes, are there RPGs of any kind that you don't mind replaying? Yeah, absolutely, bro. So, I mean, we're on topic. The Persona series. I played through the Persona games too many times. I mean, I started up 2 different playthroughs of Persona. Okay. I started up 2 different playthroughs on Persona 4 Golden last year. I started up one on the Switch. And then I was like, I want to play Persona 4, this PS2 game in 4K. So I bought it on Xbox for $11. for some stupid reason, and I started playing it on there. I told you guys I got problems. Maybe I do have a mental illness. So like Persona games, I have no problem replaying. You know, Persona 4 in particular. But then again, those Persona games, I don't play them back to back. Like, I only play them like once every 5 to 7 years. Like, it took me so long to finish Persona 5 Royal because the story of Persona 5 was so fresh in my head that I felt like I was just regurgitating stuff, which, you know, the first half of Royal is just regurgitation. But yeah, in terms of like RPGs, I love to replay. I mean, the Kingdom Hearts series, Kingdom Hearts 2 I've replayed so many fucking times. You know, I don't mind every now and then like booting up and replaying KOTOR, even though it's a very dated game. I love the dialogue and I love the world of Star Wars, and KOTOR is still some of the greatest writing in Star Wars, period. Surprised Dio didn't get the new Digimon game. Yeah, I know, Kiba. I know I didn't get it because I was like, listen, I had to choose between Trails and Digimon in terms of my time, and I chose Trails. Did anybody get Digimon? I heard Time Stranger was really good, but I don't know if once I beat Trails and once I beat another RPG, if I'm going to have like the strength to go into another JRPG. You feel me? Maybe if it comes out on Switch too, I might do it. I don't know. Because with the Switch, I'd just be taking my Switch places again. You know? I'd be going over to my girlfriend's place and it's easy to play stuff. That's why she bought me the Portal, just so I can play different stuff there. Have I been reading comics lately? So not in the past couple of weeks, but I was reading a lot of Absolute Batman, which I think is very fucking good. The Absolute line is great. Bro got the Persona 5 picture-in-picture. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was. So yeah, I would rank Persona 4 at the top. Then I would put Persona 5. And then, surprisingly, Persona 3, which I didn't think that was the case. I think at one point I ranked 3 higher, but the thing with 3 was replaying 3, dude, when you look at the structure of how they did 3's story, bro, the amount of time you're going into tartar sauce and how the story really only happens towards a certain part of the month and the rest is kind of just like whatever. I felt like 5 had a better grasp and handling of how they did that. You know, like 5 was so cool when you went into the dungeons. It didn't feel like you were dungeon crawling because the palaces were so extravagant. And again, that's a complaint that you could level towards 4 as well as 3. But I felt like with 3, it was more ham-fisted. Like, we haven't gotten a handle of what we want this game to be yet. So when you go through 3, there was a clear distinction between story and tartar sauce. Oh, you're more into the story of Cyber Sleuth than the new one? Oh, that sucks, because I loved Cyber Sleuth's story. The gameplay in Cyber Sleuth was great, but the story was really good for a Digimon game. It sounds like it's like your typical anime thing. You, Jack Move, and the other homies really stand up Persona 4 Gold and being the best. Yo, it is, man. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, like the characters and the story not being too crazy. Like, it's very self-contained. It's not like, I don't know. And honestly, I feel like less characters really helps, because in like Persona 5, like, you can get rid of Haru, kick her the fuck out of the group. Like, who cares about her? You know, excuse me. You can kick Haru out of the group. No one cares. Listen, all I'm saying is that if you took this photo, Persona 5 Royal, the cover of the game, and you deleted Haru, maybe Futaba, maybe, that's a 50-50. How long would it take for any of y'all to notice? I don't think any of y'all would notice. But if you take off Makoto, if you take off Anne, you know, if you take off Yusuke, yeah. Kasumi, it took till the 3rd semester to get some content for her. Futaba, I love Futaba. I do, don't get it twisted. But like, if we have to do a hierarchy of characters that gotta go, like Ryuji gotta go too. I'm being real. Ryuji is like a worse version of Yosuke. I'm just being honest here, bro. Like Goro's gotta stay. Yusuke has to stay. Anne's gotta stay. Makoto might be on the chopping block if we're working our way up. We gotta do like a tier list. Yeah, we gotta take out Morgana. Morgana got to fucking go. Oh, speaking of, Morgana, funny enough, I was talking to Flame, and when it came down to like if you had to pick a character to take in a dungeon with you, whether it's Teddy or Morgana, he said he would rather go with Teddy over Morgana, which I thought was weird because at the very least Morgana I feel like would be more useful in a dungeon than Teddy. But he was standing 10 toes down on Teddy, bro. It's crazy. I don't know how you think about that. Yeah, Yusuke supremacy, absolutely. Farewell. Oh, we got some Teddy supporters in the chat. Okay. Bro is drinking that Persona 4 spunk. Man said spunk. You've been watching too much British porn, Gabe. I'm booting up Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the Switch 2 right now. Never played this one. Have you? Yes. It's a good Fire Emblem game. And I'm actually excited. I don't need to start another game right now, though. But yes, it's a good Fire Emblem game. I'm just waiting for them. I just want them to, like, if Nintendo were a good company, we would have gotten re-releases, or at least a re-release of Awakening. Can I just get that game back, please? Please? Man says, nah, fuck Teddy. Teddy is very annoying, but he's not as bad as what people like Flame would lead you to believe. Did you finish Trails in the Sky? No, I didn't. I'm still working my way through it, Chris. I just got back on it recently. Yo, I did not start that Persona mobile game, but I've heard good things about it. I saw my boy Bobby playing it. It seemed pretty cool, man, but I think I'll just wait for them to, like, I don't know, like do a proper console version of it. Okay, we got another Persona 4 Golden Truther. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I'm playing Awakening for the first time. So far, so good. Yes! Awakening is great, dude. Awakening is the game that saved the Fire Emblem franchise, for those who don't know. Because they said, like, listen, if Awakening doesn't sell, Nintendo's gutting it. Like, there was going to be no more Fire Emblem games until they came back with that. Would you get rid of anyone in Persona 3? I'd get rid of the dog. Wow. We're about to go John Wick on this dude Avanti. He got all the weirdest takes tonight. So what's wrong with this man? If Atlas does an Octopath Traveler 0 for that mobile game, it'd be solid. Wait. So if... Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. I thought you were doing like some weird joke like, yeah, if they did a mobile version of Octopath Traveler 0, and I'm just like, Flame, you're not going to believe this. I think the thing that I hated the most about Teddy was the puns. Like the bear puns, I was just like, mute the fucking bear. Mute him right now. Akihiko can go because his voice was off. God damn. Man said, nah, the voice ain't hitting. Goodbye. I mean, the thing with the Persona 3 cast is like, I didn't mind the voices for Reload. I was okay with most of them. But it would be interesting to go back and replay Persona 3 and do the comparisons. Like, I know a lot of people don't fuck with the new cast, but I will say this: I as someone who was like okay with them recasting for that game, I am definitely going to be a huge hypocrite when Persona 4 remake comes out and it has a brand new cast. Like that is going to visibly bother me. Like, I'm going to listen to this to see y'all give worse performances and versions of all these characters. I mean, Persona characters are not strangers to recast. I mean, they recast Teddy in Persona 4 Golden. You know, they recast Marie multiple times. They recast Chie. But at the same time, all these actors are still working today, and they just don't want to bring them back, probably because of money. Yeah, Xeno was awesome as Junpei. Dude, Persona 4 Golden, that cast... And honestly, Persona 5's cast is actually really fucking incredible too. But like, those were when I would point out RPGs to certain people on certain games to play. Some of my friends were like, some of the voice acting is corny in those games, bro. I was like, nah, you gotta play Persona, bro, because the voice acting there is like a really well done mid-2000s anime. And they would play and they'd be like, holy shit, this is fantastic. I was like, yeah, it is, right? I'll be kicking and screaming when they recast Persona 4. I just love how the main voice actors just... There wasn't an NDA to break, but they were like, yeah, I'm not coming back for this game, bro. And that hurt them. You know that hurt them. Because Yuri Lowenthal, he loves a lot of his characters. He loves Sasuke. He loves Peter Parker. But Yosuke is up there, dude. And for him to be okay with them recasting him in Persona 3, because he played the pro tag, but there wasn't a lot of spoken dialogue. But Yosuke was like a full fleshed out character. Like, that's gotta hurt. Aaron Fitzgerald and what's homegirl's name? Amanda Wynn Lee. Oh god. Whenever they tweet, man, watch out. They went crazy. Oh god, and Troy Baker. Man. I know that like they did Matt Mercer in the Persona 4 anime and everything, but nah, Troy Baker, Kanji, bro. But I don't know, man. Like, it would feel so weird. So they would come back just to re-record the same lines. Because isn't that what they did with the Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta remake? Didn't they just reuse all the dialogue from the game? Would people be okay with that with Persona 4? If the Persona 4 Rewind just reused the same voice acting? I'd be okay with it. Like, it still sounds... I'm replaying it now. Like, it still sounds really fucking amazing. But then again, it's at that point where it's just like, well, why do we need a remake then? Like, they'd still have to record new things. Like, new attacks, new this, new that. Oh, man. Dude, yeah, I need a new Fire Emblem, bro. Wait, I don't know when it's going to come out, but hopefully it's a summer game like Three Houses was. Yeah, they would have to relocalize it. I always considered Junpei a black dude, and having a black dude play Junpei was oddly cathartic. Damn, you saying that because Junpei's hairline is fucked up, bro? Damn, that's crazy. That man said he got a receding hairline. He's a black guy. That man said he LeBron. Oh, God. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. The golden content would have to be restructured for the new one. And just the way they would have to do the dungeons and everything, man. Probably add in some, or at least flesh out some of the social links. You are not getting that golden content in Revival. Oh, they're gonna sell it to me later? Fucking hoes. There's some hoe shit, bro. So Engage, so the story in Engage was not good. Very fanficky. I mean, yeah, I'm using buzzwords, but yeah, very fanficky, very. But in terms of gameplay, I liked it. I felt like the gameplay in Engage does not get enough credit. It's not a horrible game. It isn't. It's a fun Fire Emblem game to play. It's not on the same level of Three Houses. You're not going to get attached to the characters and all that stuff. And yeah, looking at the main characters, yikes. But it's still a fun Fire Emblem game to play in a lot of ways. $2 super chat coming in from the homie Band Brawlers hydration check. Oh shit, this guy. I was going to wait till the end of the stream to do that hydration check. But you know what? My brother over here, my brother in Christ, he making sure that we got a hydration check on deck. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys are tuning in to Ask Neo for the very first time, smash that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. But we do have something that we call a hydration check. Now, what is a hydration check? Well, we're streaming. We've been streaming for an hour and 42 minutes exactly. And during these streams, we like to talk a lot. And, it's all great and good and everything, but we got to keep ourselves hydrated, man, because if you don't hydrate, you dihydrate. And I don't want people to be dying. It's the first week of the new year, and I want to see all of you guys next week, too. So for today's beverage of choice for hydration, we have ourselves Polar Premium Seltzer, naturally caffeine, lime drink. This is just seltzer water with a lime flavoring to it, no sugar whatsoever. And you guys know I've been drinking seltzer water since I was a wee little lad, younger than a little tiny Neo. I was younger than that. I was a baby. I was fresh out of the womb drinking seltzer water. Probably not the best thing to feed a baby, but I'm still here. Just like I threw a pink shirt in my laundry and my clothes are still okay. Should you do that with all your whites? I don't think so. But regardless, here we are, my friends. So on the count of 3, grab your favorite H2O beverage of choice and have yourselves a merry little hydration. So 1, 2, 3, hydration, my friends. As far as my favorite brand of seltzer, I gotta say, it's probably gonna be Canada Dry. Canada Dry has like this really good handle of their flavorings. Polar is really good too. Polar I get a lot because it's on sale and they usually have it at like BJ's, so I can do like a bulk buy. But Canada Dry, best flavors. Canada Dry, Schweppes, and then Polar. We talking into seltzer water flavors tonight. So we're gonna go for another. We'll go till 10:30, you guys. So we got about like 15 minutes. So get your last minute questions and super chats and all that stuff. Oh, so as far as the stream schedule, so I don't really have one set up per se, just because my work schedule has been rotating quite a bit. So the reason I'm doing this on a Friday is because I'm off from one of my jobs right now, so I don't have to go in on a Friday evening, but I do work most weekends. So if anything, I'm looking at my schedule for next week. So I'm going to be traveling on Monday. I'm going to be going away Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I get back Wednesday night. I'll probably be too tired to stream, but I am off Thursday the 15th. So I'm thinking that we have a live stream and Ask Neo next Thursday. I don't think there's any movies coming out I do want to see, because if that's the case, I can do that another time. But I'm thinking that on the 15th we do another Ask Neo. Do I still work 3 jobs? No, I'm down to 2 right now. Well, technically a third, but the third is more of like a personal side thing that I do. But it is a job, but it's not really. But it is, but it's not. So it's just 2. 2 that require my presence. That's what I'll say. So I'm thinking next Thursday on the 15th we have an Ask Neo stream, and then I guess we'll see afterwards, because you know it is also coordinating with what the hell. It is also coordinating with the girlfriend and seeing what time she's free and all that stuff. I like to leave like a day or 2 open. So we shall see, guys. We shall see. When's that Japan trip happening? I don't know, man. I was thinking maybe this year. Maybe this year. We'll see. Oh, that Killer 8 movie, Primate? Yeah, I heard it's just like some nice dumb fun. I just made a smoothie. Ooh, what was in your smoothie, Blue Senshi? What'd you put in there? Oh, I appreciate you, Band Brawlers. Thank you, bro. Are you watching any new anime right now? So, not anything new like that's airing right now, but something new to me. So, I just watched the first episode of Solo Leveling like a week ago. Not sure how I feel about it yet, but I did start that. I'm rewatching Frieren because Frieren is amazing. And I'm rewatching Fruits Basket as well because I love Fruits Basket. Ooh, No Other Choice? Oh, I need to see when No Other Choice is playing in my area. Every time I go to the city, I just don't have the time to see it, and that's only where it's been playing. But now I think it's going to start playing everywhere soon. So let me see. Okay, so they have one that's local-ish to me. I could see it tomorrow. I do got to drive like 25 minutes north. Let me see if is it going to start getting local soon? No, it's still at that one place. I could see it. Could see it tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I don't know. Do I want to drive half an hour? Or I might just wait. Oh, no. I'm going to wait till next week to see No Other Choice, because on the 15th is when they put it in my theaters. Well, one of my theaters. Oh, but we're going to be streaming on the 15th. Oh, no. Unless I see it Thursday at 4 p.m. and then I do an Ask Neo afterwards. Ooh, that might be the wave, you guys. That might be the wave. So if anything, we'll probably have like we might have another like 8, 9 p.m. Ask Neo stream on that Thursday. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Yeah, no, the hype around Solo Leveling, a lot of people have just been gassing it up, and I don't know if it's just niggas being hype beasts, because you know how that is nowadays, man. That's why I'm very hesitant when people be hyping up some anime, because sometimes niggas just like action and animation. You know, it's like the whole ball and gun meme for video games. That's how I feel sometimes when people talk about anime and shit, man. Like, yo, this thing is so fucking peak, bro. And I look and it's just like battle compilations on YouTube. I'm like, all right, good brother. Oh man. Yeah, 2025 had a lot of good movies, Super Exploit. Some of my favorites, Sinners, One Battle After Another. I just watched Eternity recently. That was a really good rom-com. I really liked Superman. That was cool. I do want to see No Other Choice. I keep hearing it's like one of the best movies of the year. There was a lot of good stuff. And there's still a lot of things I didn't even see. Like what's that other movie? This other movie, it's on my list. It's been getting a lot of good buzz. A sentimental value. I do want to see. That's on my list as well. Yeah, One Battle After Another was great. Marty Supreme was incredible as well. That was the last new movie I saw in 2025. Rental Family I need to check out too. That's what I like to use January for. January is where I catch up on a lot of the movies I didn't get a chance to see the previous year. So Rental Family, A Sentimental Value, Eternity. Like those are 3 movies this month I'm going to do. Do you play any anime games? No, I don't play any games based off of anime like that, just because most of them are, they're just like licensed games. You feel me? So, yes, Hail Saint Nick, absolutely. They're just licensed games. Like the last anime game that I played was Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and that was cool. That was cool. It was nice. But yeah, I don't really play just like the Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. Like I remember I got sent a code for the first one, and I was like, it's nice to play Demon Slayer with a Naruto Storm skin, and that was it. It was cool for an afternoon. Yeah, I really like Thunderbolts a lot. Did I see The Long Walk? Yes, I did. Long Walk was great. And then that was just another example of when I got online and I see people being weird about it, but a lot of people hated it for some reason. I was like, what? Anime games keep the same energy as movie games from the 2000s. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Dimwit Monkey. Oh my god, they're just like them. Well, not as bad as them, but they're just very low effort. We got a $10 super chat coming in from the homie Blue Senshi. Last August, I lost my grandmother to dementia. Didn't think I still cared about... I lost my grandpa, I'm sorry. Last August, I lost my grandpa to dementia. Didn't think I still cared about him in the end, but the emotions and memories hit, and it broke me for a bit, and I was using food as a coping mechanism. Luckily, I stopped. Well, first things first, Blue Senshi, I'm so sorry for your loss, man. Dealing with family's loss is never easy, especially when there's what I assume is like complex, mixed feelings and emotions about the people. The important thing I always say is that just to... whatever it looks like, just let your emotions envelop you. Obviously it seems like you had a lot of mixed feelings about the person, and once they're gone and once everything is set in and this has become your new reality, that's where everything starts to flood. That's usually how it is for me too. When people I know pass away, no matter how much I love them, whether it's a little bit or a lot, when I start thinking more and more about them, and it could just be like on a random Tuesday, all that wave of emotions hit in, and then all the memories and the good and bad. And if anything, it proves that you are capable of feeling all of these things, man. And take from someone who has dealt with someone who's had dementia. It's not easy. Whether you love them or not, seeing someone degrade in real time is not for the faint of heart. But you're still here now, dude. You're letting yourself process all of those things, and you didn't let it stop you, man. Because I see you on your gym shit, you're on your healthy shit now. You're doing that stuff, and you're growing from that shit, bro. So keep it up, my guy. Keep it up. And again, I'm sorry for your loss, man. Whoa. Is that who I think it is? Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, guys. Do you see what I see in the chat, guys? I know it's not Christmas, but do you see what I see? Is that Mr. Asbel Launt 100? Is that my guy Asbel? Oh shit, we have everybody in the chat tonight, bro. fucking Smash Bros. Everyone is here tonight. Everyone is here tonight, bro. What, Mr. Asvel Lon? Holy shit. My guy Asvel, dude. Asvel. Like Sophie says, Asvel. Dude, this is for you, man. Look at it. Look at it, bro. Look at it. Trails in the Sky, first chapter, bro. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. We got all the OGs, bro. This is like 5+ years of Ask Neo Shelf happening in real time. Oh. But what's up, Asvel? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Damn. If all it takes to reunite everybody is just me going away, maybe I need to do that more often. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. No, let me not. We used to have variety for anime games in the PS2. Now we have these battle arena games. Yeah, it's because of the ball and gun crowd, K-Cube. That's all these niggas want, man. They saw a game like Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans on the DS, a great strategy game. They're like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. I don't want to use my brain. And now all we get are these arena fighters. You know what? That's why I have respect for that Fairy Tail game that came out. Didn't they have a Fairy Tail game that was a turn-based RPG? I never played it, but the fact that it was a turn-based RPG and not in a fucking arena brawler, I give them props. Yeah, dude, I feel that workflow, Asbel. But it's good to see you, man. What you been up to outside work? I know you've been playing at Trails. Superhero Fan says, I used to get bullied a lot in elementary school and even in middle school for being a Nintendo fan and loving their games to pieces because they thought they were for babies and losers. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, bro, like, let's be real. If you had a Wii instead of like a PS3 and 360 back in the day, like, niggas automatically assumed you was gay, bro. They're like, what are you doing with that Wiimote? You sticking it up your ass? Like, that's how it really was, bro. Because everyone was playing Call of Duty and Gears of War and Halo, and you over here doing like Just Dance, even though Just Dance was on the other systems too. Oh my god. But who's laughing now, Superhero Fan? All the Mario games outselling all those other games, man. You got the last laugh, bro. You got the last laugh. You got the premium system where your games hold value. You got the last laugh, bro. You got the fucking last laugh. Nintendo was the first on the scene with the hybrid console. Now PlayStation's talking about doing a hybrid console. You got the last laugh, Superhero. Who's laughing now? So yeah, I was in a chess club. I was in a Wii clan. I love telling that story. Did you have switchblades on your Wiimote? Like, whenever someone was shitting on the Wii, did you have like a knife attached to it and you said, are we gonna have a problem? Are we gonna have a problem? Bro, the reason why they called that Smash Bros. Game Super Smash Bros. Brawl is because of this man, Bob. That man was fighting niggas who was insulting the Wii. That man said, oh, you saw how people got stabbed trying to get a PS3? I'm gonna make that shit look like freaking Care Bears, bro. Fucking shanking people with a Wiimote. Oh my god. And what's up, TX Bounty? Happy New Year to you too, man. Oh man, you got a Xbox 360 Elite? OG right there. That's how clan battles went. Statistically speaking, somebody has stuck a Wiimote up their ass. Yeah. And wasn't there like a journalist who like stuck a Switch Joy-Con up their ass or something? I distinctly remember that happening when the Switch came out. There are people who lick the cartridges, so I assume, extrapolating from that, there is someone out there. If the existence of someone licking a Switch cartridge exists, there's also someone who has inserted a Joy-Con in their ass to feel the HD rumble. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, you guys. I'm sorry, what? Yeah! It's true! It's true, guys. I'm pretty sure somebody did that. A journalist? Batman couldn't get that out of me. Guys, I am pretty... Did a journalist stick a Joy-Con up their rectum? Yeah, you guys can never doubt me ever again. Oh my god. Look, Yes, a journalist for Vice wrote an article in 2017 describing an experiment where they attempted to use a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controller while it was inserted in their rectum. The article titled, Nintendo Switch's Joy-Con sync issue is even worse if you put it in your butt, details how the journalists wanted to test the console's connectivity issues. They reported the experiment was unsuccessful because the Bluetooth signal was not strong enough to connect through the body's tissues. The journalists concluded the myth of playing Nintendo Switch anally was busted. And that's why Trump won 2 terms in the White House, my friends. Extrapolate that from journalism. That's why Trump got elected again. That bussy was so strong it killed Wi-Fi. Oh my god. Anally is insane. Do they say the gender? I assume it was a man. But either way, Roosevelt, I don't think a woman sticking a Joy-Con up her ass is that much better. Golly. This is horrifying. Jesus. Nasty people out there. What was the ethnicity? I have to look this up. I already know the answer to this, but I have to look it up. Who did this? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm looking at this article. Please be an April Fool's joke. Please be like, nope. That thing was posted on the Switch launch date. Nope. Yup. He's, yup. He's, yup. With the beard, no less. Uh-huh. Of course. Of course. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on the new Lego Batman game? Oh, you mean Batman Arkham 4? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna lie, that Lego Batman game do look pretty good, man. It's the closest thing we're gonna get to a new Arkham game anyway. I don't claim him. Well, yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. You have to. Because I feel like, you know, you're over here talking about statistically someone stuck a Wiimote up the ass. Are you sure he's not your friend? Are you sure you don't know him? Are you sure you weren't in a group chat with him when all this went down? I don't know, Dimwit Monkey. You're starting to look a little unfamiliar. Oh, he was hella disappointed he couldn't feel that HD rumble. Yeah. Because he was just like, oh, I can't feel the ice cube. Can't feel the ice cube in it. Shake a glass, ice in a cup. Hey, Neo, how's your PC holding up? Do you see yourself upgrading any parts in the foreseeable future? So my PC, in terms of like multitasking, in terms of doing everything, streaming, all that stuff, it's amazing. It's great. The GPU is a little outdated. I definitely can't run a lot of the modern games these days at the settings I want. So it's looking like it's time for me to upgrade. I have not played that game at all, Retro Lad. But yeah, no, that's yes. A person stuck a Joy-Con up their ass for science, they say. I don't know, man. It's a little different. Yo, Neo, I finally managed to get a job in the field I graduated in 5.5 years ago. Hey, my brother, talk about some perseverance right there, my guy. Congratulations to you, man, because this job market is rough. You got a good job, man. Hold on to it all you can. What's up, David? Did you end up catching up on Invincible? I did not. I did start the rewatch and continuing more, but I'm like a season and a half behind. So I wouldn't really count that as like catching up completely. Yo, bro, how old are you? I am 32. What are your thoughts on Stranger Things? I'm good, Chief. I'm good. I am good, man. I wanted to watch season 5, but I just got so disinterested with all the discourse, and I don't know, man. I'm not saying that it can't change my mind, bro, but I feel like I could be spending my time doing a hell of a lot of other stuff. You feel me? If it was like, oh, You know, if it's a movie, it's 2 hours. Okay, cool. But I gotta watch that whole season. I'm okay. Wait, Asbel's 48 years old. I'm kidding. Yo, Hunterline Defense Academy. I mean, I'm only a couple hours into it, but listen, if you like Danganronpa and that's that style of humor and twists and turns, this is a good game. Yeah, 48 is still young. Yeah, it is. You turned 30 in November. Hey, nice. Isn't it crazy how just a few years ago we were doing the streams? We're all like, "Yeah, I'm in my mid 20s." Neo's my senpai. What? Yeah, man, I'm your senpai, bro. $10 super chat from the homie Movie Enforcer. I think I know who this is. Apparently, Gary Smith was supposed to die at the end of Bully. People say it was cut to keep the teen rating, but I'm not convinced. Plenty of characters, especially villains, died in T games before. Thoughts? So yeah, I did hear this before. Honestly, I do give credence to that particular rumor just because it's a different thing when it's something geared towards children. Even though Bully was a Rockstar game and it was like towing the line between what is acceptable for a teen rated game and not, it's still dealing with children. So when you're dealing with the death of a child, you have to be pretty particular about how you handle that. Even in something like a Disney movie, like Big Hero 6, for example, when they killed Tadashi, who is the main character's brother, in like the first part of the movie, it was still a big deal. Even though he was an adult, it was something that happened in a movie geared towards kids. So if you're having a character like that in a video game where it's already controversial enough of you playing as a bully per se, I could see why they'll be like, yeah, no, we're not going to kill this guy. We're not going to do this because everything's surrounding it. So I would believe it. I would. Neo, you live in New York City. How do you deal with the traffic? Well, I don't live in the city. I live city adjacent. So for me, it's like a 40-minute train ride to the city. About like a 30-minute car ride with traffic. Honestly, the worst of city traffic is really if you're driving in Midtown. If you live in the Midtown area, traffic there is the fucking worst. Like, that's where you don't want to be driving at all. All the other boroughs, for the most part, are okay. You're going to get traffic, of course, just based off the nature of there being so many people out there. Especially if you're going on a major bridge and all that stuff. That sucks. But the worst of New York City traffic is if you're driving in Midtown. That's the big touristy area and all the other stuff. That's hell on earth, which is why I try to avoid that place of traffic whatsoever. The other stuff I can stomach and deal with if I'm going places, like if I'm leaving the state, if I'm going to Jersey or something like that. But in the city itself, Midtown Manhattan, fuck no, bro. Fuck no. Neil, what are your thoughts on the Odyssey coming out later this year? It's a Christopher Nolan movie, so you guys already know that I am sat in the theater. I'm actually not even here right now. So when somebody said that I was a ghost earlier, that's actually true. This is an astral projection, guys. I'm actually sitting in the movie theater right now, waiting for this movie to come out. The theater staff are trying to kick me out, but they can't kick me out because I'm so seated and they've never seen someone who is this seated before. I'm excited for it. I think the discourse about it not being period accurate and all this other weird stuff is very strange considering it's a movie with a giant cyclops, you know? But I'm really excited to see what Christopher Nolan does. The cast he's assembled is phenomenal once again. And I really, really, really want to see how he's going to be shooting this movie completely on IMAX film cameras. Like, that is fucking incredible to me. Again, Nolan is like one of those auteurs that keeps cinema alive in all the best ways by doing things like this and pushing the boundaries, and it's exciting, man. It's exciting. It's your stand disassociating from your body. It very well could be that. Have I played Chrono Trigger before? I don't know. Maybe. GTA 6 come out in 2027. Yeah, the way it's going, guys. Probably. But we'll see, man. Stranger things have happened, as the kids say. Oh God, looking at the clock, you guys. Yeah, we went a little over for this stream, guys. We were supposed to clock it off at cut it off at 10:30 sharp, and it would have been 2 hours. But you know, you guys got a little extra time because we haven't been streaming in such a long while. You know, you got an extra minute for every month that I haven't streamed. That's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for coming back to this comeback stream, bro. It's crazy. The viewer retention, I'm just looking at this. We hovered around the same amount of people all throughout the stream, which is phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys every single week. Honestly, I didn't even know if anyone was going to show up for the stream tonight because I didn't really do much promo. I just put up the stream announcement like 15 minutes before and just did a blast on Twitter. But you guys are real. You guys are always the real ones, and I should never doubt y'all for that. It's so good, guys. It's like coming home, you know. Even though I'm home right now, it's like seeing you guys again. It's like we all got together once again for like a drink or something, which we should start doing more. We got to start doing more celebratory shots and stuff because we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Oh, I know you got in at the very end, Asbel. No, you know what? No. I'm not fucking leaving. We're not going anywhere. No, we're not. No, we are not going anywhere. We're not. Okay, pump the brakes. Anyone who's left, come back to the stream. Call them back. Call them back. We're not ending the stream yet. We're not doing that. We are fucking doing that. We're going a little longer. It's been 9 months. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. We're gonna hang out, man. Y'all got me until my stomach starts rumbling and I gotta go downstairs and cook me some food. And we're also doing this because the homie Asvelant, you know, like he one of them OGs and he just pulled up. My ass gotta work tomorrow. Well, I gotta be up for the gym because I got work in the morning. So that means I gotta be up for the gym at like 7. So we can go a little bit. It has been a hot minute. You know what we about to do? Y'all already know what's about to happen. Hold up. I'll be right back. Oh my God, how do I come back to more viewers? That's crazy. It's like y'all really did say, no, everybody come back. That's crazy. Don't go anywhere. All right, we gonna go for a little bit longer. You know, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit that like button. Let's get the likes up in the chat. We're gonna go for a little bit longer. I know I wanted to wrap it up and be a good Christian boy, but it's been a while. You guys are my homies. You were the OGs. Bro, like... Nah, I'm not gonna do this to you guys. When I have a bedtime, I'll do this and be like, no, I gotta get to bed, guys. But no, fuck it. We can't do. I gotta get up at 6 a.m., which is around 7 a.m. your time, believe. Okay, so we're waking up at the same time, Bob. You and me, bro. We waking up at the same time. Fuck it. We're gonna go. Oh God, he's doing crack. No, I would never do crack. Hell no. Even though I say we're back at it like a crack addict, we're gonna take a shot. That's what we're gonna do tonight because number one, it's been a long time. Number two, we have to take a shot for our fallen homie. And number three, it's Friday night, baby. It's Friday night. No, I'm not doing crack. Stop this. So we got to do that. Originally, I did want to take a shot of this nice Jack's spiced apple cider, but my brother ended up finishing all the bottles I bought, which sucks. But we're going to take a shot of whatever I had in the cabinet, which is this Ciroc Riviera strawberry lemonade infused vodka. It sounds really good. I've had 2 shots of it. I don't remember if it tastes good though. So we're going to see. It smells like strawberry lemonade. We'll see if it tastes like strawberry lemonade. We'll do this straight. feel like this could be dangerous for someone who has to wake up at 7 a.m. Take 2 and I'll stay. I'm on my cleanse for 3 months, so I can't. I'll take 2 for Bob. You're on a cleanse? I'm actually glad you're on a cleanse. You're a smart man, strong man. I don't drink like I used to. Well, I never really drank like crazy outside of when we do these streams. Like, I'll do, if all you saw were these Neo streams, you would think like, yo, Neo's an alcoholic. And it's like, no, he just doesn't drink. Like, this is like the most amount of drinking I've done has been on these streams. Oh, you got Crown Apple? That shit is tasty. It is? Yeah, it is. It's like, it is a strawberry. Well, it's not a strawberry lemonade. It's a strawberry limonade. Ooh, very fancy. Who else is drinking with me? I can't be the only person. Did Neo do the hydration check? I did. I did do a hydration check. $4.99 super chat coming in from Asbolon. This is all I have for the stream. Also hydration check. Yes. Yes. We will do that. So we have 2 hydration checks. Well, Asbel, thank you for the super chat, bro. My ass be drinking like every weekend for like 3 months. I need to relax. Yeah, yo, guess gotta take out my soju bottle too then. Yes! Bad decisions on a Friday night. Bad decisions on a Friday night. I got water. Hell yeah, I got water too. I don't have to do anything tomorrow except maybe run to the comic shop. I'm big chilling this weekend. I love that for you. I'm about to be big chilling on Monday. I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to Vermont, guys. Haven't been to Vermont since like pre-COVID. Going to Vermont, me and my girl. I'm going to do like outdoorsy shit. I'm gonna drink some cider, some nice farm to table food. Neo about to stream for 4 more hours and order food. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. All my places are closed right now. I got iced tea. Nice. Better not be unsweetened. Because I'm seeing some people these days drinking unsweetened iced tea, and I'm like, if the iced tea don't taste like a little bit of diabetes, I don't want it. I'm going to try to finish Persona 4 Golden on Sunday or Monday on my days off. I love that for you. I love that for all of us. Where the fuck is my Persona 4 Golden? I'm visibly upset right now. Oh, here it is. I found it, guys. I found it. Here it is. This is like the holy grail. I'm never opening this. This is my limited run Persona 4 Golden Grimoire edition. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Grimoire book box special edition. I own this game on Xbox, Switch, Vita. Not opening this. This is just staying on my shelf. It's so beautiful. You got that same one? Of course you do, because you are a man of culture, and Teddy, you guys are twins. Anyways, is it Shadow Clock? It is Shadow Clock. Okay. So we're taking this first shot because we're taking 2 shots tonight, and I think that's it. This first shot of the night in the Kingdom Hearts shot glass, as you see, and I'm trying to be very, very careful here because I just deep cleaned my entire room. I'm talking everything, top to bottom, scrubbed, washed my computer mat, all that stuff. It smells so nice in here. It always smells good. But now it smells even better. Like, there's clean, and then there's deep clean levels of clean. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. Like, that deep clean when you clean the bathroom and everything is just beautiful, man. That's how my room feels right now, and it's awesome. It smells so good, bro. Glad to see you live. Thank you, Eat Hershey's. If I had some Hershey's, I would live up to your name right now, but I don't. I just have some strawberry lemonade vodka. So we are dedicating this shot to life, bro. We all made it through to another year, which I know the days start coming and they won't stop coming, but it's true, man. A lot of you guys I've known for so many fucking years now, a decade plus, and the fact that we are still here, we're still we're still live, we're still thriving, we're still doing all that shit, bro. It is a blessing, and I will never take that for granted. And this shot is to spending many more days having fun, growing and glowing with all you guys. So, cheers. So, it's definitely sweeter than taking a regular shot of vodka. It goes down smoother. Not something that I would drink straight, like over ice. Definitely something I would say add to a mixer. Because it's, you know what it kind of tastes like? If any of you guys have ever had LaCroix, where LaCroix has like the echo flavoring of something. That's what this tastes like. It's like if someone said it's like, oh, passion fruit. It's like passion fruit, but in another room type shit. Eh. Honestly, I'd much rather drink like a regular shot straight. But yeah, so first shot down. Been watching since 2019. Shout out to y'all. Thank you, bro. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, this is gonna take me a very long fucking time to finish. I bought this because it looked like a vibe. It is most certainly not a vibe. But listen, you live and learn, like the Sonic song. Sorry, first shot. Yeah, first shot. That's blech. I mean, we're taking 2 shots tonight. One for life and one for Rob. If I had some, like, I wish I had some freaking Hennessy or something. That's a Rob shot right there. I'll take a shot of Rob Hennessy. Oh, Iron Lung. When does Iron Lung come out? I do want to support the homie Markiplier. Let me see. Iron Lung showtimes. Oh, yes. So they're playing it at my local theater. January 29th. I will definitely be seated for that. Oh, Troy Baker's in this movie? The fuck? That's something I didn't know until today. Huh. I know absolutely nothing about this movie other than the fact that Markiplier is directing it. It's so weird seeing his actual name on the credits. I'm like, oh, I forgot Markiplier's name is not Markiplier. Can't wait. I love Markiplier. Yeah, it's Troy Baker. It's Troy Baker, guys. Surprising, right? Been a while. Good to see you back. Oh, Lapis Arsene, how are you, bro? Like I said, everybody pulled the fuck up tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up. But yeah, so as far as, like I said, scheduling for the streams, I'm not gonna make. Oh, eat Hershey's with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. I guess I gotta eat Hershey's now. I guess next stream for you eat Hershey's, I gotta come back with a Hershey's. Well, I did have Hershey's last year though. I had the eat Hershey's. I'm assuming you know this because it is your brand. They came out with a collaboration between Hershey's Kisses and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I had a whole bag of those one night when I was high. It was nice. Hey, Lapis, man, listen, if all you do for right now is just chill and vibe with us for tonight to take the load off, that's all good, my brother. Just remember to take deep breaths and take it day by day, my guy. Is Ask Neo back? It might be back at it like crack addict, man. It might be. But realistically, like I said, I'm going to aim for at least 2 to 3 streams a month. I'm going to try to work something out. It is just tough managing and juggling everything. But we're going to make it a point that we at least have a couple of streams or at least a video out a month, man. Damn, I rarely drink, so I'm already feeling tipsy. Might fuck around and return to save the Dojima clan. Oh my god. White people antics about to go crazy. This guy Jin is about to take a trip to Japan. Crack? No, we're not doing crack. What is going on in the Midwest that you are just so like emboldened to talk about crack? Oh my god. This is what happens when Bob doesn't drink Fireball, y'all. He starts thinking about crack. Yeah, but I gotta go ahead and get some Hershey's for the next stream. I used to be obsessed with the cookies and cream chocolate bar when I was a kid. I like that a lot. These days, I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, but I'll see what Hershey stuff they have there. I'll get a bar of something. About to be like Bond in Japan. Oh god, Bond in Japan. Oh, what he does. Any good new anime worth watching? Well, I don't really keep up with anime on a seasonal basis, Alex, but there's some people here I'm sure who keep up who can recommend some stuff. Like the newest animes that I can recommend people watch is stuff like Free Ren, Dandadan, Apothecary Diaries is so fucking good. That's on Netflix. Incredible. Hey, what's up, Unk? Good evening to you as well. Welcome back, my boy. Thank you, Dreddy. Like, yo, y'all the goats. We got, like I said this like 20 times. Everybody in the chat tonight. Everyone's here. All right, so you guys, I got a question for you. So Flame over here thinks that Dandadan is an industry plant. For those of y'all who are unfamiliar with what an industry plant is, Think of the game Deathloop, where it's like the game comes out, it reviews good, and then somehow it gets nominated for Game of the Year, and people are like, I don't think it was that good. I don't know, man. You know what? The sad part is when it comes to like anime from like the 80s or series that started in like the 80s or the 90s, they're just like cursed for getting proper adaptations, man. Like Berserk. I've just accepted that Berserk is just never going to get a proper adaptation. It just isn't going to happen. But yeah, as far as like good new anime, like I really like Chainsaw Man, but the thing is Chainsaw Man, it's only got a couple episodes, like just one season, and then the new movie that came out, which the new movie, yo, y'all see that Chainsaw Man Reze arc? That Reze arc had your boy in the theaters 3 times. I saw that movie 3 times, bro. I saw that shit in Dolby. I saw that shit in 40X, and I saw that shit regular. That shit was incredible. That, like, listen, absolute fucking cinema, man. That shit right there. I look at that, and I look back at that Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle had a nigga sitting there like this. Nigga went to the bathroom, came back, it was just like this. But that Reze arc, bro, niggas was locked in from day one. He was just watching this shit. The action was crazy. The music was phenomenal. And just like the pacing was so good. And it ends so beautifully. So tragic. So beautiful. That shit. Bro, Reze, I'm not even gassing this shit up, guys. Reze arc is in my top 10 movies of 2025. I'm not even going to hold you guys. That movie was amazing. Listen, bro, like that Chainsaw Man Reze, bro. And it's so good. Like if you've seen Chainsaw Man, you can just watch that movie and it just feels like a complete little experience. You know, Demon Slayer, listen, I know they're doing this because they're trying to make money and these movies make $1 jillion at the box office, but I'm watching that Demon Slayer shit and it's got the pacing of an anime episode, bro. It's like movie starts out with action, slows the fuck down. Then a little bit of action, slows the fuck down. Then, oh my god, the actions go crazy. 20-minute backstory. I'm like, oh golly. And then it just ends. I'm like, what? I don't know, man. Like, okay. Infinity Castle is good if you're watching it at home as an anime episode. If you watch it and you view it as anime episodes, it's fine. But as a movie, when I go out of my house to the movies, I expect a certain level. I expect something to be different in how it's structured. And it's just structured like they just put the anime episodes on the big screen. And I don't like that, man. It's not a movie. It is not a movie. Reze Arc felt like a movie. It had a beginning, middle, and end. It had like inciting incidents. It had plot and it wrapped everything up in a neat little bow. It was amazing. It was so fucking good. I will glaze that movie, bro. I will glaze that movie. Chainsaw Man is really good. Yo, and the animation and them fight sequences, oh my god. Don't get me gassed up. Because the Demon Slayer shit, it's sad because it's like, okay, you're going to go to the movies, you're going to spend $20, you're going to watch Infinity Castle. It's going to be on Crunchyroll, the episodes like this year. And it's just the same shit, you know? Like, sure, Chainsaw Man is probably going to be the same thing, but at the very least, it's like, with Chainsaw Man, you're getting that theatrical experience. Now, if they do the next arc, and it's not on the level of Reze arc, where it feels more like, oh, this is an anime episode, I'll give the same complaints towards that movie like I did Infinity Castle. But I don't know, maybe it's because there was such a big gap in time between Chainsaw Man Season 1 and the Reze arc, where it felt like when you're coming back to it, you're coming back to these characters. Whereas with Demon Slayer, it's like, I just saw you niggas, like, what the fuck? They just had, like, nice hype moments and everything, bro, and I don't know. Man, listen, I'm trying to be nice and fair, but come on now, man. Come on, it's no contest, man. Niggas was sitting in that Demon Slayer movie for 3 hours. Niggas going to the bathroom, like... I don't go to the bathroom during movie theaters, but that second that Akaza backstory hit, I was like, I gotta go bleed the lizard, my friends. And that's nothing against Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer a lot. You guys know this. Mugen Train Rengoku made me fucking cry. I have a Rengoku figure in my room. But I'm also real. Oh man. Avatar is also 3 hours. You see, and that's the thing. Like, at least with Avatar, movies like Avatar don't come out too often. You feel me? So the complaints that are leveled towards Avatar, rightfully so, but there's no one doing an Avatar like James Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the mangaka for Chainsaw Man is sick. You want to talk about range? That man did Look Back and Chainsaw Man. If y'all haven't seen Look Back, check out Amazon Prime right now. It's like, like 47 minutes, something like that. Yo. Chainsaw Man is good. It's good. And from what everybody tells me, like, anime-only viewers have not seen anything yet. And people were telling me that for years. And then I watched Reze Arc, and I was like, oh my god, I get it. But, yeah, no. In terms of, like, new... Like, what's some, like, really good new anime you guys are watching? Like, I would say the most recent new anime I watched and I really like was Frieren and Apothecary Diaries. If we're talking, like, new stuff that didn't come out years ago and now we're waiting for the next season. Oh, you just started Chainsaw Man? Awesome, bro. That's what's up, Gabe. I think you'll really like that. Apothecary Diaries is top tier. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out Apothecary Diaries. To Be Hero X was fire. You gotta watch that. Okay. What's up, Otaku Underground? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I don't. So 2022, funny enough, was like the first and only time I kept up with seasonal anime. I was watching Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, the Urusei Yatsura reboot, and Mob Psycho. My sister and I were watching all 4 of those anime at the same time. We made it a weekly tradition to just watch all of those episodes, and it was so fucking cool, man. For 2 hours, just catching up on all that stuff and then talking in between. It was great, man. Kaiju number 8 is good? Okay. Do you think shonen is on a decline? I mean, it depends. So, okay. Battle shonen? Yeah. Battle shonen, yeah. I think that a lot of shonen for the past 15, 20 years has basically been just battle shonen. Battle shonen this, battle shonen that. And it's, okay, I get it. Kids like fight scenes and stuff and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I think that there's still a lot of interesting stuff that is coming out. It's just not what people consider shonen, even though it is shonen. It's just not battle shonen. Yeah, I love the first season of Spy Family. That's another series that Flame thinks is an industry plant. Flame said he doesn't like the wholesomeness of Spy Family. He doesn't like the idea of a found family. He doesn't like all that stuff. He's just wondering, like, where's the plot? And I'm just like, so you don't like Anya and Bond and, you know, the Forger clan? He's just like, no, I just hate everything that's so nice and calm and tranquil. And I was like, why? And I was like, never got a proper answer from him. So sad. Binging is definitely the way to go when it comes to anime, because you realize like how much you can watch in a short amount of time. Anime is so fucking easy to binge compared to like these hour-long episodes on Netflix and HBO and shit. And I love those shows too, don't get it twisted, but in the span that it takes me to watch one episode, I can watch 3 episodes of an anime. Oh, you hyping Kaiju number 8 up as well, Gabe? Okay. Dude, yo, Asvel, I'm so glad you're back. Yes, Yona of the Dawn is coming back, bro. I kept telling my sister, I was like, listen, this is gonna be the fucking year. They're gonna announce it. I told her that last year, and then sure enough, at the tail end of the year, they did. Yona of the Dawn, a new, I don't know if it's a new season or they're just doing a whole like remake or whatever, but regardless, we're getting more Yona content, bro. It only took 12 fucking years, but we're getting more. I'm so excited, man. I love Yona of the Dawn. Yona of the Dawn is like the perfect example of a series that like it spends the entire first season world building and building up the characters and getting you to love them and then getting ready to set them on this journey, and then it ends. And I'm like, what? Can we get more of that? No. Bro, that's how I felt since 2020. And the show came out in 2014. And I was like, oh, this is why my sister has felt this way for 6 years. Because they didn't give us a second season. And now they did. Yeah, we're getting more Kaguya-sama. Love is war. Love's a battlefield. And Oshinoko. Yep. Some good shit, man. Some good shit is coming back. New JoJo as well. Some good stuff, man. I just need them to bring back what the hell was that show? Shit, I forgot. Why are there 20 isekai anime every year? I don't know if it's just something that Japan is really into. They just don't like shit taking place in the normal world. They want like escapism. They want something that is just not in their real world. So they just want to be that time I got reincarnated as a fridge in this world with fairies and shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. But there's a lot of isekai shit. You guys remember when Sword Art Online was the most popular isekai back in the day? Y'all remember those days? Yeah, the new Detective Conan dub on Netflix is actually really solid. I will say I am a little biased. I have a little bit of nostalgia bias because I love the early 2000s Funimation dub and how they just took so many liberties and they made it feel like it's an actual show and not just an English dub. This one is like this new Detective Conan dub is very good. It's a great translation of the Japanese version. But I love the Funimation dub because they just made it sound more like real. You feel me? Like the characters have more personality. It felt like I don't know. Yeah, yo, bro, I cannot stand when they do them names, bro. The time I got reincarnated as a used condom with hot sauce and shit. Now I'm like, what? Niggas be saying that's the most fire shit in the world. I was like, what the hell? The new dub on Netflix is definitely a lot better than the Bang Zoom dub. I will say that much, Roosevelt. Which is so weird because this new dub has like newbies, like new people who just started voice acting, and they're really good. That Bang Zoom dub was horrible, bro. And that has established people. And the voices just sounded so off in that one, dude. With the exception of like Griffin Burns as Shinichi Kudo was good. But then like the voice they chose, funny enough, the voice they chose for Kogoro, Richard, was Xander Mobus, the guy who does Joker and Persona. He sounded so off, dude. Dude, yes, Chris. I have those DVDs too. I have a whole bunch of them over here. I was just rewatching some of the movies a few months ago just because they're so nostalgic, man. Like, dude, this one right here, The Last Wizard of the Century. Oh my god, Blast from the Past. This stuff is considered lost media. You cannot legally stream the Funimation version of the Case Closed dub. It just does not exist anymore. The only thing you'll find if you're lucky is the Japanese version or the new dub, and even then they don't have all that stuff streaming because Japan is just very weird when it comes to certain shows streaming. That's why it's so good to support physical media, man. Okay, I'll add Kaiju number 8 to the list. Yeah, dude, if Chuck Huber was a voice, he was always the murderer, bro. In where is it? Where's movie 2? Right here. Okay, right here. So, spoiler alert for this movie that's like about to be 30 years old, if not 30 years old already. This movie, Detective Conan, the 14th Target. If you hear Chuck Huber, he's the villain. He did it. He did that fucking shit. That is so fucking true. Oh my god. If Chuck Huber is there, he's 9 times out of 10 the villain. Yeah, you have to sail the high seas if you want to find the old version. But that's one thing. I was talking about this with my sister. Like, new anime dubs are not bad, but they just lack personality. Compare the dubs of like Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Bebop, Shampoo, like Orin High School Host Club, Fruits Basket, Steins Gate, like a lot of those dubs that came out in the 2000s to the early 2010s, they just had like a certain level of swagger to them where you could watch it and feel as if like, oh, these are like real characters. They're not anime dubs. They're not anime characters. I know it sounds so strange because it's like, dude, they're anime characters. What are you talking about? Yeah, part of it is scripting, but the adaptive process is what's so important because it makes it feel as if like I'm not watching a show that was just translated from Japanese into English. I'm watching a show where they fleshed out the script enough where it sounds plausible and believable. Like how you look at a Persona game and how they do their dubs, it comes across as like, okay, I like this because you took time with it. You know, like personality is a big thing when it comes to some dubs. And that's not to say there aren't dubs nowadays that don't have personality. They do exist, but they're so few and far between. And that's partially because of the whole simul-dubbing process. They don't have the time to translate the script and then adapt it in a way where it's like, okay, we can make this sound really good. Okay, Larry, you're noticing that too. It's not just me. And I noticed it wasn't like, it's not just the voice actors either. It comes down to who's working on the project. Like the Fruits Basket reboot was a great example of how it can be a modern dub, because that came out in 2019, but it still sounds like it has personality from the early 2000s, because a lot of the people who worked on that dub were the same people who worked on the original. But nowadays, everything just seems like, okay, we're giving you, like, if there's direct translation from Japanese, which sounds horrible, like direct translation, it's not going to make sense. Then there's a good English translation, and then there's a great translation. All the dubs nowadays are like right here. It's like that heart and soul. Larry, you get this. And then there was the whole Amazon thing with the banana fish where they were doing AI dubs. My goodness. I had to find a store that sold One Piece 4Kids dub on DVD. Got it for my kids to watch One Piece. I was streaming the dub only on Hulu and they were cursing. So I was like, sorry, kids. Wait a second. You let your kids watch the 4Kids dub of One Piece, Kwaku? Dude, what's wrong with you? I feel like that's worse. I feel like that's worse than not showing them the show. Like, I get you're trying to show them One Piece that's kid friendly, but like, Kwaku, what's wrong with you, bro? Yo, his kids are gonna grow up and, oh my god. Well, listen, we were all witness to this. We all know that when the bill comes due, oh god, the Black Lagoon dub was incredible. Dude, a lot of ocean dubs were some of the best out there. The Death Note dub is still a really fucking good ocean dub, man. Even when they did Gintama, that was great. Bro, Kwaku's gonna show them, he's gonna show them like the early Funimation dub of DBZ, like when they first switched over from Ocean to Funimation. He's gonna show them round and round the monkey goes, and then off with his nose. Damn, Kwaku, why are you doing this to them, bro? I wasn't crazy about the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, but like a lot of the other Ocean stuff was awesome. Yo, Kwaku is really carrying on the legacy of 4Kids dubs. Oh my god. Oh my god, he really is, bro. He's really waving the flag. Yo, Street said that in Kwaku's house, every morning, they rise for the 4Kids national anthem. Oh, man. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, bro. Say it ain't so. Kwaku, really? Oh, my God. How you feel about the Naruto dub? I like the Naruto dub. I don't think that a lot of the performances are as strong as... They're not as consistent across the board. You feel me? But the Naruto dub definitely gets better with time, you know? That was just a problem that a lot of Viz anime had in the mid-2000s. They weren't as good as, like, some of the Funimation stuff that was coming out. And Naruto was, like, always the one they would point to. Because then you have, like, a lot of the characters that just sound so... Like, the direction, I think, was the biggest problem. But then you have people like Yuri Lowenthal who just... he went total above and beyond weeb mode. He was just like, Sakura, Naruto. It's like, everyone's like, Naruto. And he's just like, Naruto. I used to love that as a kid because I'm like, yeah, that's how they say it in Japanese. But it's so jarring when you watch it in full context with everything else. It's just like, Naruto. And then he's just like, Naruto! It's just so funny, bro. They started reusing the same people Naruto dub later in the series. I stopped keeping up with the Naruto dub around Shippuden just because the dub version was so far behind. So I just switched to exclusively Japanese. So I stopped watching it. And also Naruto's voice started to bother me. Because Naruto's voice was already deeper in the dub version versus the Japanese in part 1. So when they got to part 2, it felt like Miley Flanagan was really trying to force it being deeper so he sounds different versus Junko. Because Junko started at a higher point and then she deepened her voice. Miley started at a deeper voice and it got deeper, and then Shippuden, it just sounded so forced. Like, damn, Naruto, you got like a dick in your mouth or something? What's happening here? But watching it in Japanese was great, you know. Troy Baker as Pain was cool, though. My only hot take is that DBZ is awful in English. It's very, very rocky. I think Kai is the only good dub of Dragon Ball Z. The only good dub, because they actually took it seriously and they got a chance to go back and have proper scripting and proper voicing, and the actors grew. But if you're watching the original DBZ dub, like the Ocean Group was very heavily censored, and then the Funimation dub was just all over the place, and they changed a lot of the scripting and the characterization, and they made it more dramatic than it had to be for certain things, like Vegeta saying like, "Oh my God, the Frieza, he did all that." There was a lot of characterization changing in the original Dragon Ball Z dub, and it really changed the perception of a lot of people's characters, of how they view certain characters. But when they got to Kai, it's more faithful to the Japanese version, and by that, it's more faithful to the manga. And it sounds so much better and less cheesier, you know? Heroes Comeback, yes. Heroes Comeback was the perfect song you could pick for a new era of Naruto, man. I'll never forget when I saw Shippuden for the first time. Okay, you know what? We gotta take another shot before it gets too late. So we are dedicating this second shot, my friends, to our fallen brother, Rats 112. I wish it was Hennessy, because that was his favorite drink, Hennifer. But this shot is a reminder to always be there for your loved ones. Show up for them constantly. And no matter how much time passes, do not forget to check in on them. Even if it's the smallest thing, like, hey, how you doing, whatever. Don't make it weird. Don't make it feel awkward. Celebrate them while they are here and continue to tell them that they are loved. Even though Rob is no longer with us, and I miss him so much with every single passing day, I'm just so very blessed and thankful that he was a part of my life. And I will carry on everything that I've learned from being his friend, and I will pass it on to so many other people that I know. So, to our boy, Rots 112. How do we keep gaining viewers? I don't understand this. This is awesome. Like we keep gaining viewers as the time goes on. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. If you joined the stream, hit that like button. Helps out tremendously. Yeah, so the Spanish dub for Dragon Ball Z, I've heard incredible things about. And I love their rendition of Chala He Chala. I think I have it in one of my gym playlists. Yeah, same here, Gabe. Same here. Using a magic 8-ball. Stream for 4 hours and you'll get 200 viewers. We might, bro. We're already at 2 hours and 47 minutes. I'm here, but have the stream in the background for Marvel Rivals. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. We all applaud Neo's return. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends. It's great to be back, man. No, I'm not going to front. Like, there are a lot of iconic moments in the OG Dragon Ball Z dub. Like, do not get it twisted. A nigga will put on Goku turning Super Saiyan 3 and how epic that shit sounded. Like, any day of the week, bro. Of course, there are some things that I cannot refute. Because it's the hype beast in me, bro. It's the hype beast. Wait a second. This man Bobzilla was watching us when he was in the shower? That's dedication right there. This man Bobzilla put his phone in a plastic bag. He mounted it on the wall with a MagSafe mount. And he's over here watching and using Siri's voice communication to send comments. That's dedication. But please tell me you scrubbed your ass, bro. Please tell me you did. And I will always stand those Toonami promos for Dragon Ball. Bro, the fact that we had freaking Optimus Prime narrating a lot of the Dragon Ball promos, bro. Like, dude, that is just so fucking sick to me. We had Peter Cullen doing Toonami promos. We was raised on that shit. Oh, you watched the Japanese dub back in the day? Wow, that's so fucking cool, dude. This man Bob said he just stood in the shower. He didn't scrub. You know, when I say that we got to bring back bullying in 2026, it's partially because Bob doesn't shower correctly. Optimus Prime have you watching Hamtaro every day at 3 p.m. Yo, and you know what you found? You found a great fucking show in Hamtaro. It's Hamtaro time. Skitch Hamtaro. When we work together, it's all better. My best friend. We love Suntower. Sees about my ham. If we work together. And then they got down. Yo, Hamtaro was the shit back in the day, bro. Real niggas watched Hamtaro, bro. Real niggas knew. Yeah, Dragon Ball is like at 5:30 p.m. You have a Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z afterwards. Niggas watched Hamtaro at 4:30 because we was about this life, man. When Toonami pulled up, we watched everything, bro. We watched it all. We watched Hakusho, Hamtaro, Kenshin, Dragon Ball Z. We watched it all, bro. And then it got weird. Then they swapped out Toonami for Maguzi. That's when shit started going left. We had some things like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on there. Okay, they put Yu-Gi-Oh's too cool for school type shit. And then they got some fuck shit in there by the name of Code Lyoko. And I will just say this, because I don't care. Niggas don't like Code Lyoko. They're pretending to like it because they had to convince themselves that they liked the shows in that time block because they begged their mom. They pleaded with their mom, can I watch TV from the hours of 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.? And they got that. And then when Maguzi came on the scene, they only really fucked with one show, which was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, if they did fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And then they had to watch the whole thing. And the mom was like, yeah, you begged for all this stuff. Watch your TV. And they had to sit and watch Code Lyoko. Watching Code Lyoko is the equivalent of eating a whole onion. And pretending you remember the little white girl who had to eat the onion? She was just like, listen, that's what niggas like Code Lyoko. That's what they are. No, listen, I don't hear anything about Code Lyoko from these motherfuckers who, I'm looking at their top 10 animated show list. They got the Batman animated series. They got Avatar: The Last Airbender. They probably have a Ninja Turtles cartoon in there. You know, like Western animation type shit. Ain't none of y'all putting Code Lyoko in that mix. I'm not trying to hear this. And then all of a sudden, I make a joke about Code Lyoko out of the blue. And then, all these people just flood my Twitter mentions. Where were y'all niggas all these years? Y'all singing Code Lyoko's praises, and I make one joke, and you're just like, yo, Code Lyoko was my fucking show. I ain't seen no Code Lyoko posters in your room. What Code Lyoko posters you got in your room? You motherfuckers talk about Code Lyoko hype moments and shit. Nigga, it's the same fucking scene over and over again because they reused animation in that show like it was going out of style. If you took out all of these scenes in Code Lyoko of reused animation, you have an episode runtime of precisely 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. And I know a lot of y'all ain't coming with me because I just lost 10 viewers. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Because all y'all people are not Code Lyoko lovers. I'm not trying to hear it, bro. Totally Spies, though? The streets fuck with Totally Spies. We fuck with Totally Spies. We love those girls. We woke up at 6:30 in the morning to watch Jackie Chan and Totally Spies. We used to do that shit. Ain't nobody would ever wake up to watch no Code Lyoko, bro. Niggas can put Code Lyoko on at 5 a.m. in the morning. We turn that shit on. We turn the TV back off, bro. We're not doing that at all, bro. Nah, bro. Code Lyoko is the first cartoon show in TV where we turn off the TV and eat the cereal in silence. That's Code Lyoko, bro. Listen. All I'm saying is that they could not make up their mind on how that dude Jeremy, that little fuck nigga Jeremy, wanted to sound. Because at one moment he sounds like your typical nerd, like, oh, Aelita, this and that. And then he sounds like he got a dick in his mouth in the next scene. Listen, I know love is love and all that stuff, but that's how he sounded, bro. And niggas saying out here like, oh, it's one of my favorite animated series. I fucks with Code Lyoko. Niggas say they know the Code Lyoko theme song. Alright, bro. Alright. Niggas say they fuck with Code Lyoko and love all those character designs, and yet they make fun of my forehead. Bro. Like, you guys are just so fucking fake. I'm not trying to hear this, dude. I'm not trying to hear this, bro. Niggas, tell me one memorable quote from Code Lyoko. Tell me one memorable quote from Code Lyoko. Outside of some bullshit like some generic ass impact data blast, like, I'm not trying to hear this. I'm not trying to hear this. Jesus. Code Lyoko was not no, we are not doing this. Oh my god, we are not doing this. You know what? If y'all fuck with Code Lyoko so much, I need y'all to all change your profile pictures to Code Lyoko characters for a whole year. For a whole year. You them boys, right? You Xana? What y'all, the Xana Brigade? Yeah? Yeah? That's what y'all about, right? $2 super chat from Blue Senshi 19. Ed and Eddie is complete 90s trash. I don't care. Y'all about to make me go on another hiatus. I'm not dealing with. Listen, Ed and Eddie slander is one thing, but Code Lyoko, no. Code Lyoko is low key peak. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. The exposure on my camera is going crazy because y'all niggas need to be exposed. Bro, no, I gotta take another shot. I'm not even toasting this one. Y'all some nigga, listen. Y'all gotta stay outside the club. Fucking hell, Code Lyoko apologist in 2026. Just looking at those foreheads. Now I know why y'all fuck with Haru so much, man. You guys, Neo was just hating because he wasn't cast a live action series because his forehead wasn't big enough. Yeah! And the script was ass. Listen. I need all of y'all in a Discord watch party for Code Lyoko. I need y'all to get in all y'all apologists. I got your names. I need y'all to get in a Discord party, rewatch the series, and do an in-depth review on it. That's how I know y'all some real niggas, bro. If y'all do that, yes. And y'all break it down, yes. Fuck. Oh. Gotta look up the lyrics so I can post them in the chat. Yeah, I know the lyrics. Some generic guys. Here we are, going far to save all that we love. What? The most boneless ass lyrics I ever heard. Nigga, are you sure you rewatched Code Lyoko? Are you sure you did, Gabe? You might have just watched the same episode over and over again. Who would know? It's the same fucking animation and the same chick eating the same meatball in lunch and same nigga throwing a skateboard. Who the fuck throws a skateboard like that and jump? This is not, no. Y'all are gaslighting me right now. Yeah, this is the only time I ever say that phrase. Y'all are fucking gaslighting me right now. None of y'all ever. Hates the show so much he knows the opening by heart. No, I just know the first lyric of it because my memory is just that impeccable. And I need to know exactly what the show is so I can slander it. You see? I'm very low-key with that. Mans is officially upset that he kept streaming now, huh? Yeah, bro, you guys might have me for 4 hours at this point. My complicated feelings for Kolyoko? No. Listen, it's easier for me to accept that my son is gay than saying he's a Kolyoko fan, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Kolyoko fan. The fuck are you guys fans of, bro? I don't. You just fucking stop, bro. I hate a lot of you guys now. Like, I'm not watching it on stream, bro. I'm gonna take this shot. I'm just take a shot because I have a fucking headache now. Who's the main threat of Kolyoko? Some fuck nigga named Xana. He's like some tech program shit. And they gotta go into a virtual world every single time to kill his peons for no fucking reason. That nigga Xana just like, I don't know. Here's the average plot of a Kolyoko episode. For those who do not know. Average plot of a Kolyoko episode is just like this. These kids are in a boarding school, presumably in France. You know, that's another slight against the French. It's a boarding school in France, and they're just there, and then a toaster burns the bread. The toaster burns the bread, and they're like, oh my god, why is this toaster burning all the bread? You know what? It's gotta be Xana. Xana did this shit. So we're gonna go into the world to go stop Xana. Dun, 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 dun. And they go, and the secret headquarters is in the fucking subway, so they're walking through shit to get to this damn subway, and they're skateboarding through the shit, because shit don't make sense. They try to aura farm, but it's not working out at all. So they go through the shit, and they go into the world, and they gotta fight these freaking, like, condom spiders that are there, and then, what are the names of these people? Jeremy? But his name is not spelled Jeremy, it's Jeremy? So it's French? Oui? Jeremy, Ulrich? His name is Ulrich, Yumi, and Odd. This white boy named Odd with purple and yellow hair. Okay. And then they go in the world, and then Jeremy has like this crush on Aelita, who's this virtual chick, and he's trying to get her a body. I don't fucking know, but it has to do with the toaster that's burning all the toast. It's got to do with the toaster that was burning all the toast, so they had to stop it. And they go into the world, and they beat the same fucking enemies over and over again, and then they kill this boss that is somehow connected to the evil toaster, and then now that they can have toast and butter. That's the plot of an average Kolyoko episode, my friends. Rinse and repeat for the length of that series. Odd was definitely odd. Odd was gas. Alright. Y'all just making shit up, bro. Yes, I have to know a lot of this because I had to watch the show. I'm not going to be one of those haters who just hates from afar. If I'm going to hate on something, I'm going to absorb it. And I'm going to understand it. Then they time traveled. Alright. Yeah, they did time travel back. Oh, see, I forgot about that. See, I'm not as much of a closet Kolyoko fan as you guys think. I'm just sick. Y'all are so fucking phony, man. Oh my, man had another shot. Yeah. Cause y'all are so fucking phony, bro. Like, we're not doing this. No. Y'all are lying, bro. Y'all, this is an op, bro. This is a psyop, bro. You're doing this just because you know I'm here. And you know that when I get agitated, I'm not gonna cut off the stream. Ugh. Might want to go for a fourth shot. Maybe. I might. If y'all say something dumb, I might. Yeah, he's definitely hated on things from afar, so before he's definitely lying. No! I'm just an informed hater. I can't be an informed hater? You guys want me to be one of these grifters online? Is that what you want? You guys deserve better than that. I feel like you guys deserve... I'll take another if you do. Well, shit, nigga, set it up. I love how that's all it takes for me to take another shot. I have work at freaking 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm trying to go to the gym at 7. I don't know if that's going to happen. I can go after work. It's okay. We won't get Neo drunk, then have him crash out due to Kolioko. Now, I'm not going to crash out on y'all. What about Secret Saturdays, though? You fuck with that? What about Cartoon? What about Cartoon Fridays? Y'all fuck with that? Sounds like you're grifting now. Roosevelt, don't you dare put me and grifting in the same sentence. Hell no. Chris and I are never getting sleep. No, it's because you guys are fucking liars. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We all watched it. LMO, that's the funny part. Yeah, I became an informed hater, Cone Man. I am an informed hater. Like, Neo hates Spark. Fridays was hard. Yeah, this Friday is definitely hard for me because you just... What did Gabe just say? The irony is you hate on it because it's French, but you go balls to chin for Expedition 33, which is Frenchy slop as well. No, it's not. No, it's not. He said Kolioko painted the path for Expedition 33 due to his mainstream attention. No, don't you dare. No. That's like saying sex paved the way for STDs, Gabe. Except in reverse. Yo, Gabe is just hating on Expedition 33 for a lot of reasons, which don't make sense. Symbiotic Titan? Yeah, that was okay. Yo, balls to chin is bonkers. Like, how do you... I feel like he's tested that before. What do you think about people saying they're a 90s kid even though they were born in the late 90s? I'm a 98 baby. I'm a 2000s kid. So I don't think you're... So a 90s kid, I think you have to be born 95 and 90... 95 is the cutoff for 90s kid. But I will say, if you were born in the 90s, you still had a similar experience to... If you were born in the late 90s, you still had a similar experience to people who were born in the early 90s. You still were able to absorb a lot of the stuff that happened in the 2000s. If someone were to say that they're a 2000s baby, someone born in the year 2000 versus the year 2009, completely different experiences. Completely different experiences. 2000 and 2009, completely different experiences. Thoughts on the movie's weapons? Oh, I liked it a lot. It was great, and I'm really excited for Zach Kreger's take on Resident Evil. All right, I have the 4th shot ready. Who's drinking with me? Let's get Neo to drink and have him call out tomorrow. Oh, God. That might be a possibility. If I call out tomorrow, you guys got a super chat. That's all I'm saying. I'm not missing out on money. Okay. Dimwit Monkey has his shot ready. Gabe, what are you drinking? OG Clone Wars is awesome. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. I mean, I do love the Filoni Clone Wars once it found its stride. I mean, season 7, well, the Siege of Mandalore was incredible. That Siege of Mandalore is like peak Star Wars, bro. I see the Padawan needs one last lesson. I love that scene. Oh, he got 50% Smirnoff vodka? And what's the other 50%? Cold Lyoko apologist? Dimwit Monkey with a $10 super chat. Call off, bruh. Oh my God. I was joking, but you guys are killing it. Thank you. $10 super chat for Dimwit Monkey. Call off, bro. $10 super chat for Movie Enforcer. Thank God we're finally getting Brainiac in the next Superman film and Lex Luthor in his battle armor suit. Why did it take Hollywood so long to finally do this? I will tell you why, Movie Enforcer. Because for the longest time, DC has been completely incompetent when it comes to making Superman movies. And now that we actually have somebody who is competent running DC, we can actually get more of the characters that we've wanted to see. Hence, James Gunn giving us a Superman sequel with Brainiac. Period, point blank. I'm really excited to see what they do with Brainiac. The actor that they chose for Brainiac, I haven't seen any of his work, but I look at that nigga's head and I was like, oh, that's a Brainiac head. But I'm so excited because, like, dude, Superman has been so handicapped on film for the longest time. that they've really just relied on stuff from before, like Lex Luthor or Zod, you know, just random stuff. And remember, Superman movies are like, we only got one every decade. Like, before 2025, it was 2013, 2006, and then you had to go back to the fucking 80s. But, yeah, now we are prime for Brainiac. It's about fucking time. $10 super chat from Shut Up Gabe. Is this chat broke? Get this mom fucked and called out. Fuck, thank you, Gabe. Damn, bro, y'all goated for that shit. Holy fuck, thank you guys. And we got more viewers. You see? Just because I slander Kolioko, that don't mean that the viewers aren't coming back. I'm telling y'all. Listen, there are dozens of us. Okay. So we're taking this fourth chat. Oh boy, the liquor's hitting. We're taking this fourth shot. I'm dedicating this to the chat. No matter how much we like to bicker and go back and forth, we still real ones at the end of the day. And I know I'm not alone in taking this shot because I have you guys here. And we actually might go 4 hours. Oh my God. We might go 4 hours. Jesus Christ. But regardless, here we are to bad decisions and a brighter tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Liquor? I hardly knew her. Okay, guys. So I've chosen what our next Discord watch party movie is going to be. It's going to be the Minecraft movie. He stopped talking about Kolioko. He got more views again. Yeah, because y'all just cooled off. Y'all got your pussies in a bunch, man. We're going to watch the Minecraft movie, man. I wanted to do a double feature of Minecraft movie and Morbius, but I'm just like, I like you guys too much to subject y'all to that. But we're going to watch the Minecraft movie. Man says I'm out. We're going to watch the Minecraft movie. And we still have to watch Morbius. We watched Madam Web, which was incredible. That movie was just so much fun. I can't watch that movie again. Mina, you watched it the first time? Oh my God. $2 super chat from Flame. This man's ducking me in the DMs, but I was right. What are you talking about? I'm not ducking you no DMs. You sent me text? Let me see. Are you sending me all these cat gifts? No, if I go 3 hours and 59 minutes, it's not a 4-hour stream, Flame. Haha. I can get a good nap in while I'm watching it. We just go hear Blue Senshi in the background just snoring. He'll be like, thank you for the super chat, Flame. Thank you for the super chat, Gabe. Thank you for the super chat, Moving Forcer. Thank you for the super chat, Demo Monkey. The unfinished CGI version? Unfinished CGI version of what? Minecraft? I didn't know there was an unfinished CGI version of that. But it's out now. I think it's on. I mean, we'll find a Discord version of it to watch. Yeah, but I do want to watch that. Like, I was just talking to my girl about this because whenever we watch HBO, we're watching at her place and she doesn't pay for the ad-free version, which I understand. I'm like, fuck it, we'll deal with ads. And then we got the ad for the Minecraft movie, and she was just like, oh my God, this looks horrible. I said, yeah. And I looked at her and I was like, we got to watch this. And she's like, yeah, we got to. It's a toxic love. I love it. No, but I feel like the Minecraft movie is good. You know what I'm actually really excited for? I do want to watch the Street Fighter movie. I really want to watch that as like a Discord watch party movie. Because I feel like it's going to be so bad, it's good. Unlike the Mortal Kombat movies, which I just thought were bad. Like the newer one. But this new one, the Street Fighter movie, I feel like it's going to be so bad, it's good, bro. I'd rather play Minecraft than watch the movie or play as Steve in Smash Bros. I played Minecraft a few times. It's just not for me, bro. So I feel like I might get enjoyment, at least if I'm drunk. Sign me up. I'll be seeing the movie. I'll be seated in the theaters for that Street Fighter movie, bro. Dude, yeah, yo, Otaku Underground. Okay, I know I'm not the only one. That music was good, bro. That that shit, yeah. I think it might be like parodies good. Because I mean 50 Cent is, come on. 50 Cent like with that haircut? Oh my god. But then some of the casting is really good. Like the chick that got to play Cammy? Oof. Listen, bro. Listen to me. I'm telling you, bro, that Street Fighter movie. Yo, how funny would it be if we actually did a meetup in New York City to watch the Street Fighter movie? The cast is like, what the fuck? It's like not. It's just wild. It's a wild cast. You hate that every time you go to a movie theater, you end up falling asleep? Really? Why do you fall asleep? Did you just like eat something? Is it like a blood sugar issue? Like what's going on, Blue Senji? Because you don't fall asleep when you're gaming. Is it like an attention span thing? Do you just get too comfy? Is like the heat nice? You recline that seat back? Talk to us. Oh, you're old? No, it could be that. You don't understand what? Oh, your boy falls asleep in the theaters? Yeah. Sometimes my girl be falling asleep in the movies. Sometimes. And I'm just like, wake the fuck up. But never in like the really good movies, which is a good thing, I'll say. But she falls asleep so easily. That's crazy. Like, bro, I'm a very light sleeper. I wake up instantly. She is a very heavy sleeper. She can, bro, I shit you guys not. Like, she was just over here. She falls asleep in like 2 seconds. Like, she grabs my arm. She falls asleep. Okay. So I'm over there. I could literally play my game at max volume and she's just like knocked the fuck out. But I don't do that because I'm a good boyfriend. I have my headphones on. And I remember I left to go downstairs. I cooked a whole meal. I ate it. I came back up here, went to sleep. And then I did all that noise. And then I just like rearranged myself and she woke up like, huh, huh. And I was just like, so all the other stuff I did, you didn't wake up, but I just arranged myself and then she woke up. I don't know, man. Women are weird. I slept through the ending of Thor Love and Thunder once. Man, I don't blame you. You didn't miss anything, bro. Thor Love and Thunder? Don't get me started on that shit. This man is Ichiban from Yakuza. I love. Yo, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7. I love that game, bro. That was one of my favorite games I played during COVID. Okay, so I'm curious, you guys. I'm gonna be a good streamer. I got a question for y'all. During the first year or so of lockdown, do you guys have any memorable games that you played that like really stick with you? They don't have to necessarily be like the newest games that came out at the time, but they could be games where you just played them and you just have such a fond memory of. Like for me, it was Final Fantasy VII Remake, just because it came out right when the world was shutting down. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I just had such a fun time playing that. Of course, like starting and stopping Persona 5 Royal. But yeah, definitely like if I'm talking about like COVID games, that Outriders. I had a lot of fun playing Outriders with my boys. That was cool. Last of Us Part 2. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my god, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good. Whoa, hundreds of hours into whoa. Hundreds of hours into My Hero Academia 1's Justice 2. Now, you gotta explain that one, my brother. I know you all Otaku Underground, but you've been underground with that shit. Oh, yo, Gabe, I remember you talking about Classic WoW around that time. You're gonna start the Yakuza. Yo, you know what, Gabe? I'm gonna join you in that, bro. Not for Yakuza, but so I always promised Rob that I would play through and beat the first 3 Metal Gear. So a lot of people don't realize this, but I've never played through all the Metal Gear Solid games. I've played through 3. I've played through Rising Revengeance, and I've played 5. weird. I fucking know. But didn't go through the first one, didn't go through 2. So one of the things that I plan to do this year in honor of Rob is to play through all the original Metal Gear games. 1, 2, and 3. Finally beat 4, because I think by the time I finish these, they'll re-release 4 on modern platforms. And yeah, just have it be like a nice little, like, okay, like all these things Rob really loved about them, you know? So that's my go-to. And I bought this collection when it was like $20 last year. So it'll be like a nice thing to do. Hey, take it easy, Bob. You have a great night, my brother. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. And you have a great night, bro. Love you. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good choices from y'all, like them COVID games and everything. Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. Hey, that's a throwback right there. Rescue Squad. What up, bro? Jet Set Radio on the Dreamcast. Yeah. Oh, he made some money on that My Hero. That's why. Okay. SMT Nocturne before the port. Yeah, that port wasn't the greatest. You're going to restart Claire Obscure once you're able to buy it again? Yeah, bro. That Expedition 33 is a great fucking game, bro. And Rob loved it as well. You know that. You got to do it. You got to do it. But yeah, as far as the Yakuza games, definitely keep me posted on your playthrough. Especially, start with 0. Play 0. 0 is one of the best games in the series. I have like vague memories of Ronin Warriors. Nothing crazy though. It wasn't like one of those things where I look back on like, oh my god, you feel me? I wasn't too invested in it. Tales of the Abyss. Oh, Tales of the Abyss is great. I'm waiting for them to remake that shit, bro. Give it time, bro. Give it time. We're going to get a full-fledged Tales of the Abyss remake, my friends. One day, the sun will shine on us again. I have, like, these random Yu-Gi-Oh cards in this drawer. I just picked out a couple of them. D-Spirit. D-Spirit is crazy. Destiny Hero Diamond Dude and Dungeon Worm. Why are all these D related? Hey, yo. Pause. Fire for that. And then I have a Drilloid? Maybe I'm gay in another timeline. I don't know, man. There's all this D stuff everywhere. And then funny enough. Oh, did I show you what my girlfriend got me a while ago? She got me this. If you guys know anything about what this is from Kingdom Hearts. It is a light up sign. Unfortunately, kind of broke a bit. Very, very fragile plastic, but it's cute. It's the thought that counts. Kingdom Hearts sign. You've always been gay. Oh, shit. Fuck. I didn't know that. Damn it. I'm just realizing that now. I gotta tell my girlfriend now, Gabe. What do I gotta say? I'm gay now? Fuck. Dungeon Worm is crazy. It really is, Larry. I don't know. I have a whole drawer of Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god. And old school. Dude. I used to... Dusty. This was one of my... Okay. This was, I think, the first camera I bought with money at my job. This was a Sony HD Bloggy camera. I started using this in 2010. I think I spent like $160 on it. Look at this. Oh my god. I used to mount this on stuff and then swing the camera around. Yo. Oh my god. This bro used to... Memories, dude. Memories. What else is in this drawer? Oh my god. The Lion King 1.5. I watched this movie so many times as a kid. Lion King 1.5. I have a random PCIe port capture card. I have old Yu-Gi-Oh! Beckett magazines. Oh my god. Deep cut, deep cut, deep cut. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Game Pro. Naruto Clash of Ninja exclusive review. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Oh my god. The Godfather video game. Bro, Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. Evil isn't taking a break, so play it portably. Memories. Yeah, bro. We got to go through those one of these days. Oh, we have a $5 super chat coming in from Movie Enforcer. Appreciate you, my brother. If Tim Burton continued the Batman franchise in the 90s, which Batman villain would you have seen? For me, I'd say Scarecrow. Imagine a Burton-ized Scarecrow. Yeah, Scarecrow is definitely up Tim Burton's alley of things that he could do. And that's one of the things I did love about the Tim Burton movies. Sure, they weren't my ideal depiction of what I wanted Batman to be, but for that time period, for that era, the fantastical side of things, oh my god, it was awesome to see things like that. And especially with how he did things like the Penguin and Joker, and what he would have done with a Mr. Freeze would have been great. But yeah, Scarecrow, especially with how weird of a person Burton is, yeah, that would be great. Oh my god, you know what? Also, someone like, dude, if we're just talking about, we're not talking about the time frame of when these characters were introduced, man. Like someone like Calendar Man, I think would be really cool for Tim Burton to do. Shit, yeah, no, I would love to see Tim Burton tackle Calendar Man. Clash of Ninja 2, though. Fun fact, you're the reason I rented DBZ from Netflix instead of pirating it because of your anti-pirating status back in the day. Yeah, bro. Listen, I was like, listen, if you all want to see new anime, we got to support that shit. And fuck yeah, bro. I remember I used to do them videos supporting the anime and all that. Yup, my man Gabe. Batman Returns. Yeah, Batman Returns. It's a very underrated movie, man. It is a very underrated movie. I actually like it more than the original. I mean, the original has its place, of course. Batman 89 is classic, but Batman Returns was solid. Very dark. You're playing Another Road on the Steam Deck? Oh, I remember when I got my first hacked PSP, Shin Budokai Another Road was one of the first games that I downloaded. Holy shit. Dude, that brings me back. If you had a hacked PSP back in the day, you was living, man. You was one of them dudes. Clash of Ninja 2 and Gekto Ninja Tyson 4, which is what would have been Clash of Ninja 4. Those are my go-tos. Dude, especially like I imported Clash of Ninja 4. I don't know where it is. I had it somewhere around here. I can't find it. But what I do have, y'all already know. It's been a couple years since I showed this on camera. But what y'all know about this? Listen, if Bob was still in the chat, he would have been like, fuck yeah. What y'all know about this? What y'all know about this game right here, bro? Naruto Shippuden, Gekto Ninja Taisen, EX2. Fucking imported this game from Play Asia in 2008. I had the freeloader on the Wii. Bro, I felt like the fucking shit playing this game. Oh my god. Memories, bro. Dude. Oh yeah, Clash of Ninja. Oh, Gekto Ninja Tyson EX Special. Yeah. I remember so when I hacked my Wii and I could play downloaded games, Gekto Ninja Tyson EX3 was one of the ones that I played. And I remember I was not fucking with that story mode. They tried to do, I mean, to their credit, they tried to do some different shit, but I was not fucking with that story mode at all. I sold my Wii to GameStop for a PS3. Oh man, the things we had to do back in the day, bro. I remember when I was a kid, I got a PSP, and I think I sold it to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Very weird, I know. I think I sold my first PSP to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. J-Star's Victory Versus on the... Oh, God, I remember that. Battle Stadium DON. Dragon Ball One Piece Naruto. Dude, I'll never forget the hype around the first Storm game when it was Naruto Storm versus the Broken Bond, and I was Team Broken Bond because I had a 360 at the time, and I to this day I still maintain that Broken Bond was the better game. It had more content, it had a better story, it had online play. Sure, the combat wasn't as good as the Storm games, but there was still so much to do. Ubisoft made some good Naruto games. I don't care what people say, man. Broken Bond was great. I wish it was backwards compatible. Uh, oh man, you guys. So I'm looking at the clock and it's officially hit midnight. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. So I think this is definitely the cutoff time for the night. We went an hour and a half longer than we thought we would. Which is good. You guys got me for another 90 minutes, which is awesome for this kind of stream. But yeah, you guys, this is awesome. This little like Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking going. This little extra epilogue for the real ones. I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. And before we go, we got to have ourselves a hydration check. Because, you know, we can't have 4 shots of liquor and not stay hydrated. Like, what are we? We are heathens? We're not starting the new year out like that. On the count of 3, my friends, we're going to have that hydration check. And Asvalon's going to be here for that hydration check. So, 1, 2, 3, hydration. Definitely going to drink a lot more water after this. Well, actually, I'm hungry as fuck now. I'm going to have a late night dinner. But no. 1 more shot. I'm good. I'm good, Juke. I'm good. We'll save that for the next stream that we do. Next time we'll have something different. We had light liquor, so we'll go dark liquor for the next one. But yeah, you guys, it's been an absolute privilege to hang out with y'all. 3.5 hours went by like it was nothing. You guys enjoy your mornings, your evenings, your afternoons, and whatever time zone you are. Thank you guys so much for pulling up for this comeback stream. It's crazy, bro. It's just so surreal. Like it feels like no time has passed, even though so much time has passed. And the fact that so many of y'all pulled up, I mean, I'm just so blessed and thankful that a lot of you guys are still around, not just for the stream, but just in general. And I'm happy to see that you guys are keeping on. And we're going to be back for another stream next week, next Thursday on the 15th. We're going to have another one. Haven't settled out the time, but if I can make a prediction, it's probably going to be like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around that ballpark, give or take an hour or two, maybe an hour earlier, maybe an hour later. But it's definitely, we're going to do one stream next week. And then from there, we will just take it as it is, man. I don't really have a set schedule of the days I can stream like I did before. But Ask Neo is not going anywhere, man. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get some more gaming done this week. I'm going to put a couple more hours into Trails in the Sky, a couple more hours into 100 Line, The Last Defense Academy. And I mean, who knows? We might start having more of a structure for Ask Neo where we spend a little bit of time just talking about some of the games that we did, or we might do something different entirely where I just do a video just talking about the games that I did and the hours I put in them. I don't know, something different. We'll see. Either way, the point is we're trying to get content out there. But regardless, until then, you guys, enjoy your weekend. Have a phenomenal next couple of days. And from me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.